And we're off. Good morning, everyone.
Hi there.
The first phone call. Did the water buffalo make it into work today?
Oh, boy.
A lot of people wondering if Lady Di made it to work today.
I was reading a lot of tweets last night.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, do you think she'll make it in tomorrow?
Right.
The one and done.
She's our first paid intern.
Yeah.
Why is Sam crying already? What happened?
Just walking up the hall.
Yeah.
She is here.
Okay. She wasn't. She's late.
She just got here.
Oh,
okay.
Christ.
Her sweater's wet.
Right.
Just ask her when you talk to her, ask her why her sweater's wet.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not raining out.
Just ask her.
Is that why you're crying?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bring her in. Let's find out
Bring
why
in our paid intern.
our paid intern is late on day two.
Look, she's shaped like some type of tropical fruit.
The W.C. Fields picture that was going around last
was that
night
amazing?
on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's the same person.
Okay.
Hi, Lady Di. Why are you late? What happened? You all
What are you
right?
doing? This
We're
is
worried
really
about
sick.
you. My God.
Well, sit down.
Please. It's
All right.
early. It's early yet.
Oh, wow, she's grumpy.
Please, come on, Jimmy. Please.
I'm happy.
Wait, what's
to
the
see you guys.
matter?
Sit down.
Thank you so much.
We just want you to sit down because we're very nervous about your health.
What's she getting all cranky with Jimmy?
You got white stuff in the corner of your mouth.
Hold on.
No, I don't.
You got white stuff in the corner of your
Oh,
mouth.
yeah, my fault.
Your glasses are really crooked today. Why are they so crooked today?
Maybe I slept in them. I have no idea.
Maybe you slept in with
Yeah.
your glasses and your eyes are tearing pretty badly.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you're late for your job.
I'm late because
Yeah.
of the cab driver in Elizabeth. That's
Why?
the
What
reason why
happened?
I'm late. He got there. He said he was going to be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And then he got there, and I wasn't out there yet, so he left.
Why weren't you out
All right.
there?
And I called him
Oh,
back.
why weren't you out there?
I called him back, the dispatcher, whatever. I said, send
All
him
right.
back. I'm outside now. And he, and then after that, he just
So wouldn't that be your fault? It sounds like the cab showed up.
Yeah,
He was there.
cab showed up. I wasn't outside.
Right.
Yeah,
Why weren't
so
you
I
outside?
think-
All right.
But why weren't you outside?
He should have stayed there for a minute. I was putting on my sneakers. So the guy said he's not sending him back.
Yeah.
So I walked to the train station.
How
All
long
right.
of a walk?
Huh?
How long of a walk?
I don't know, about 6 blocks or so.
And why is
Something
your?
like that.
I see that your shirt was all
You're
wet on your
soaked.
side.
It'll dry. You know what happened?
What happened?
All right. When I went to the bathroom, I got
no.
the.
You went
I
on
got
the shirt?
I got the runs today. It's bad. I got the runs today. I went to the bathroom. Well, I'm trying to be as nice about it as possible.
And we're off and
I went-
running.
All right, poor Lady Di has the run.
Oh
And I
no!
put my coat.
Oh my God, will you let us laugh? Will you let us laugh?
And I did not
Let
know
us
it was an
laugh our
automated sink,
goddamn
and it
head.
got my
Will you
coat
be
wet.
quiet for a second? I still want to laugh about you.
So you had the runs.
So you had the runs.
All right, we're back to you had the runs. What do you mean you had the run? Is that like
No.
poo?
What? This?
No.
It's just wet.
But
Everything's
what,
wet.
All right. So how did it get wet?
Yeah, how did your shirt get wet?
All right.
Well, we were talking.
We were laughing.
We were laughing.
All right. I put the shirt, on the sink, thinking the sink was not automated, so the sink got my coat wet.
Wait, why'd you put your shirt on the sink?
My coat.
Oh, you said shirt.
Why
And
you?
then I put my coat on because it was cold out.
Oh, and it was all wet.
Wait, what is
Yeah,
what is an automated sink?
I guess so.
So
When you put your
the
hands in
water-
front, the water comes
Water
out.
just goes. I didn't know
okay.
it was an automated sink.
So you
Where?
put your jacket there, it just got
and
wet.
I put my jacket.
Where,
there
at
and
the
it got
train
wet.
station?
At the train station, yeah.
You went to take a
dump at the train station?
Yeah. Well, it came on all of a
But
sudden.
why would you take?
Came on.
Wait, you
Doesn't that happen? It comes on all of a sudden. You're like, uh-oh.
God.
I
A
gotta
little
go to the
loosey-goosey. Wait, you
bathroom,
got you got the
And
runs
I'm
at.
trying to
Hold
be nice
on!
about
Oh
it
my
as
God! Hold on!
possible.
This is too good.
So
You should put your headphones on so you can hear us.
Yes, please.
So you don't know
I
when
can-
we're
I can hear
talking.
you talking.
Did you leave the house fine
Yeah.
and dry?
Right. Well, no. All right. I started to have the runs at home. And then I thought it was over with, and then all of a sudden at the train station I had them again.
It started percolating again.
I'm not listening again.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
started
Will you
now.
let us laugh?
God,
Yeah, I know. It's,
what are you going to do?
Yeah, you got to just. So you went to the train station and drop a liquidy deuce.
So if I have to take a bathroom break, I will let Sam know.
Now,
feel
Lady Di,
free.
let me ask you this. What do you think it was from last night or something that gave you the runs?
the
Well,
trots.
of course it's beer. Come on.
Too much
What else
beer?
could it possibly be?
Oh, she's cranky today.
No, I'm not cranky.
Yeah,
You should
a little
know
cranky.
that.
Well, crikey.
You should know that. It was beer that gave
Was it?
Or maybe it was the coffee. You know, because sometimes coffee does that to you.
That's
Sure.
true. That's
That's
true.
yeah.
I
Right?
thought maybe you had some Mexican or something.
Right. Well, no. Dunkin' Donuts. Well, your coffee's not Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
The coffee colada at Dunkin' Donuts. Every time I have that, a half hour later, I have to run to the bathroom.
So stop drinking
Well,
it.
you'll be having one today.
I did stop drinking it.
colada.
What do you think I'm going to keep on
Let's
drinking?
get
So give
her.
me the
Let's get her
runs?
a coffee colada.
No, don't do that.
They're delicious.
Yeah, I think we all want
I love
coffee
it.
coladas.
Coffee
But they don't
coladas.
agree
Who
with
wants
me.
to do a little betting today?
Yeah.
I love a good coffee colada.
Then we'll go to the. We'll see who runs to the bathroom first.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now
I
I'm
say
still
she gets the
dehydrated
runs.
and-
Oh boy,
I
I
have
say
to
she gets the
report.
runs before 7:30.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's gonna have.
Wait,
to
so
go.
you had the runs at home?
And then I came.
Hold on, because I was laughing, so I want all the facts. But you weren't wet yet at home.
I wasn't wet yet.
No, I
had
mean
the
your
runs at
shirt and
home.
all that.
No, I wasn't wet yet. No.
Okay, and then you went to the train station,
And then
and then you
guy.
put your stuff. Why would you take your shirt off and everything to go to the bathroom? And
I did not take my shirt
why
off.
is
I took
it-
my
why-
jacket off.
why is your sleeve wet?
I took my jacket off, and then it was cold outside. I was going to leave it off until it dried.
Yeah.
But it was too cold outside, so I put it right back on again. I only got the sleeves wet.
From what? The coat?
Yeah.
From the coat being wet? That means it was really wet.
Yeah,
The
she's-
coat
she's
really.
Well, that means I was in the bathroom a really long
Things
time.
just fucking. The faucet's running like she was. Just fucking liquid.
She's soaked on her whole left side,
Yes.
and she's saying that's from the wet coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you put the coat-
back on again?
Oh, you're going to catch your death.
Oh, it was cold out too.
Well, yeah, I went outside with just my sweater on and holding the coat.
Oh my God!
But then I said, no. I said, I better put the coat
You
on. I
should
better
have.
put my coat on.
You should have been outside for the cab.
Right.
Quite frankly.
Yeah, that was kind of a mistake.
How many?
Yeah.
How many
the first
times
time.
did you have the run so far this morning?
Twice.
Twice so
Oh,
far.
God.
Yeah.
Do you feel like another one coming on?
Little raw.
Believe me, I will let somebody know
All right.
if another one comes on. It's just one of those things, you know. It
It happens. It happens to all of us, lady.
We all get it.
We
We all
all
get it.
We all get it.
Don't you worry about it.
Oh my God! What a
Moving
great
on.
start.
Next subject.
Day 2 of Lady Di's paid internship.
Yes. A little internship.
Oh my God! You don't disappoint. Everything else is
Thirsty
okay.
right now.
Were
Yeah,
you?
that's because you're
just-
dehydrated from all that.
I'm just not. Then
Yeah.
all
Is
of
the
a sudden I
coffee
feel
colada
thirsty.
coming, Sam? Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
Because all that fluid just went right out through your anus in the train station.
well,
Flood.
Try to be as
Diarrhea.
nice about it as
We're-
possible.
That's all right. We're friends. You can talk.
Were you tired from working for the first time in 15 years yesterday?
I
or
went home,
Yeah.
and then I had to run out for Bill.
Why?
for
Why did
Bill? What did
hell
Bill
is
want?
Bill?
Bill did nothing but lack around
I
all
had
day.
to run out for him.
He was mucking around.
Okay.
What'd you have to
and
do
I
for
said,
him?
Bill, I just got back from New York. I said, now you're sending me out on a beer run? I said, what is wrong
Oh
with
my!
you?
This Bill guy doesn't
Yeah, what
take
a
care of
I
it.
don't thi-
Cheapskate.
I think Bill is an enabler. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you could call him an enabler, but I
Yeah.
didn't feel like running out for beer.
No, huh?
So what happened was,
But it sounds like you
I
went
had
out
the neighbor.
anyway. Oh, okay.
I had the neighbor.
Yeah.
The neighbor was over.
Uh-huh.
All right, take me to get the beer. I said, I don't feel like driving right now.
Oh, no.
I got back from TGIF, right?
What?
I got back from TGI Fridays in Penn Station.
What, you,
What did you do
Bobo
there?
and I were hanging out for a little bit. Bobo.
Oh.
Hanging out. Oh, by the way, he left his
Brains?
hoodie. He told me to grab his hoodie the next time or something like that, or he's going to come and
So
get it.
you were hanging out with Bobo at TGI Fridays.
Wow.
Breaking news.
You can hang out with
Now,
your
why
friends.
didn't I read this on Twitter? What's the matter? A little secret?
You can hang out with your friends.
Is he the father of your baby?
Ah.
I am not
Wow.
pregnant.
Oh. Is that what
If
happened?
I am pregnant, it's immaculate conception.
Uh-huh.
Is that what happened with the diarrhea now? Maybe Bobo loosened a little bit while he was in there.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Di.
Who knows?
Was he in there?
Yeah.
No, he didn't do anything sexual.
Maybe your TGI Fridays food is what gave you the duties, by the way.
What?
What'd you eat at TGI Fridays?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
a
what'd
little.
you have?
I didn't even feel like eating.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
so you-
I could have had some corned beef when I got home.
Oh, boy.
But I did not. No, really, I wasn't hungry.
Corned beef
I
and
was just more
cabbage.
tired than I was hungry.
I hear you.
All right, so what did you eat at TGIF?
I didn't eat anything. at
Nothing?
TGI. I
Okay.
just had beer.
You had some beer? What about Bobo? What did he do?
Your eyebrows are
Beers.
penciled
He had
in.
a couple of beers.
Yeah, you had a couple of beers?
Yeah. And then
Who
he
paid?
left, and I stayed there.
Who paid for it?
Well, we were taking turns paying.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And you stayed for more beer?
Yeah, because another guy was treating me to beer, too.
Who's
Whoa,
that?
who's that?
I don't know, some other guy. I don't know
So-
who he,
so
who he
Bobo
was.
got-
He sure made himself known to me, that's for sure.
Bobo got aced out.
Speaking to me, I don't know why.
Did Bobo feel like
What?
he was being moved in on?
Bobo wasn't there.
No, wait. So why did Daniel leave? Bobo, why did he leave?
Well, he left because he had to go meet a friend or something like that. So
Now,
he
you
had
got to
left.
explain something to me.
What?
Paint the picture for me. You're sitting at the bar at TGI Fridays.
Right.
And now, let me know, how does this guy approach you? What happened?
He just came right up to me.
He came right up to you.
After Bobo left, he said he knows Bobo. I said, oh, that's nice. I know
Okay.
Bobo
All right.
too.
Hold on. So he's a fan of the show.
I would assume so.
Fan of the show, comes up to you.
Well, I told him I just came from the radio station. He goes, which one? I said, Opie and Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then he said, I don't know I don't know them.
Oh, so he knows
He
Bobo,
just knows Bobo
though.
from the bar.
From the bar. And then he decided he was going to hang out with you.
Slip in and talk
Yeah.
to Bobo's chick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You can say that if you want.
Was he looking for some action?
He was looking for some action, but I didn't give it to him,
Why
obviously.
not?
And then I said, you know, I just met you. I said, what are you doing? You know,
What did he
I said,
do?
I don't
Hold
mind
on.
the drinks, but
What did he do to
What do you-
make you say that?
Yeah,
did
what
do to
was he
make you
saying?
say
he was standing right by me, and he go, oh, this is on me. This is on me. This is on me. I just retired, so this is on me.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened?
And then he left.
But did he ask
then
you
he
to...
came back, but then he went after some other girl.
No, but you said, hold on.
Wait, guys are this desperate?
I
Wait,
don't know.
He tried to hit on you. How did he try?
Yes, he tried to hit on
How
me.
did he put himself against you? Come on, tell me. What'd he do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I said, what are you doing?
What was he doing? He putting his penis on you?
Oh, it was some part of the body.
Yeah, was he getting a little close,
I
right?
was sitting at the bar, and he was like right there, and he was like, "Hey, you know."
He's pressing up against
He's
you.
pressing his
Yeah, he
penis
was
on you.
pressing up against me. I'm like,
Anytime
"Man."
women,
God.
anytime women bitch
You know,
about
let me-
anything,
Right.
you could all go fuck yourselves.
Let me tell you
because
something.
if you're a guy and you just go into a bar
Right.
and no girl, no matter what, is going to come up and start rubbing her fucking
Nope.
pussy on you to get laid.
No,
The girls have it a lot
girls-
easier.
Girls don't do that, but
No shit. But you could sit in a bar and some guy's going to come over and want to fuck you. This is crazy.
And push his penis up against you.
He's trying to be a lady and have a drink.
I would assume he was doing a little grinding, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
my God.
What
I
was
said, "I
that
just met
about?
you."
What do
I
you
said, "I said I can't." So we exchanged phone numbers.
Oh, you did?
No.
We should give him a call.
So you said, what
No,
do you...
he should give me a call.
Whoa. He might be
No,
listening
I
right
shouldn't
now.
Give him a call. He should give me a
You
call.
have his phone number?
But this guy is like, he just turned 62.
You have his phone number?
For some reason,
Did he have his
older
dog
men
with
are
him?
And you look
She
62,
doesn't
so it's
fucking
perfect.
listen.
older men.
It's perfect.
Yeah?
I attract older men.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
I can't attract somebody like you.
Pointing
I
at
attract
Anthony.
somebody in
terrible.
their 60s.
Well,
then you
that's how
can.
it goes.
I don't understand that. I mean, you know.
Well, it's good to know you still have it,
You know
right?
what? You know when you
It's
told
all
me to
right.
put the headphones on, I can't hear a thing.
We'll turn the volume
No,
up on
it
the
doesn't
headphones.
matter if they're on
Sam,
or
Sam, put the headphones on. I want to.
All right, now I can hear.
You never
the
turned
volume
up the
is better.
volume.
I don't know what it. I don't. Where's the volume at over here?
at the end of the cord. Follow the cord,
And you'll find
then
a
you'll
volume
find the volume.
switch.
The poor dear. She wants to be a lady and have a beer at the Penn Station TGI Fridays,
Oh.
and some guy's bugging you.
I bet stations, Penn
They're
Station
expensive.
TGI.
How much are they for a beer?
$7.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
How much you have?
And they really, yesterday there was a lot of people there too because of St.
St.
Patrick's
Patrick's,
Day.
sure.
That's why, yeah.
There was a lot of people.
How many beers
So
did you have at-
$7? Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I just went over this with Bill. I think I had about 4 or 5 of my own beers.
Why did you go over it with Bill?
Huh?
Why did you go over it with Bill? Why did
It's
he
his
want
money.
Oh, he wanted to
boy.
know where the money went.
He wants
huh?
Yeah.
an assessment.
Yes.
Cheapskate wants to know where the
That's
money
why,
went.
That's why he doesn't take me. I would have been on time if he were to get in the truck and take me
He's
to
so
the train
lazy.
station.
That
This
guy
guy's
was
lazy.
wearing that guy at the bar
He
was
was
wearing
up, too.
beer welding shield.
Right.
He was
Not
up.
even goggles. He had a beer welding shield
I
on.
gave up on him a long time ago. Trust me.
Yeah, he's lazy, this guy. And he's cheap.
Bill's a fucking asshole.
No. He's not
Yes,
that bad.
Yes, he
Yes.
is making you
You're
go out and
carrying
get beer
that.
after you
He's
worked all
using
He's
day.
you.
not that bad. He just doesn't want me to spend all the money in one place, which makes sense.
No, it doesn't. One place.
He doesn't want me to. He doesn't want me to do that.
I don't understand this relationship you have.
I
with
don't
Bill.
either.
You're just roommates.
Yeah, we're just roommates. He sleeps in one room and I sleep
You
on
play
the
once in a
futon.
while on the couch. You do a little bit.
No, we don't do anything.
But he takes care of you. A little
bit.
It's really strange.
He takes care of me financially, but he doesn't like it when I spend too much money.
Gotcha. All right, listen.
Hey, look at Sam. Look at Sam. He knows. Is that what Bill does?
All right.
No.
You're wiping everything off your face, you all right?
She had a little crud on her mouth.
You're tired, huh?
She's tired.
Hey, did you get that guy's
tired.
number last night?
Yeah.
You did?
Uh-huh.
We should probably give him a call at some point.
No, don't.
Why?
Don't do that.
Because he's drunk. He probably forgot. He probably has 10 girls.
I think he forgot.
So that's why
we should give him a call.
Trust me, we know
He
what
was
we're doing.
drinking vodka and some kind of
Cyanide.
vodka soda or something. I don't know what it was, like vodka and soda.
Rufinol.
So what happened? He had 40 or 50 of those, and
Yeah, well,
your phone's ringing.
yeah. What is?
It's always ringing.
You never turn your ringer off.
You're the...
I lost $20 on the way over here.
What do you mean you lost
I put
$20?
$20. Wait, hold on. Let me see who it is first. Oh God.
Who is it?
Nobody I know. Private number.
All right,
This
answer
happened to
it.
me. No, I'm not answering it.
No?
No, I'm gonna turn the phone off.
Your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, well, I wonder what I'm gonna get for my birthday.
We'll give you a nice party.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
When's your birthday? What's
April
what day?
1st.
April 1st.
April 1st.
You like that, don't you? What's that?
All right, listen.
Yeah. Every time I come here, it's a private number. Go ahead. What?
I want to know when you're going to have the runs again. And I also want
Don't
to
worry,
know.
you'll know.
She's the trots.
Well, no, that's why I'm asking. Can we record it?
No.
Fair is fair.
We'll give you a little bonus money.
Hey.
Little bonus money.
Lady
Give me a
Di,
little bonus money to record me having the runs.
you got to
Yes.
understand. You got to look back at the history of our interns. Now, you are an intern here.
Yeah.
You got to look back at people like Cream Pie Jones.
Sure.
Who did Duty Hat.
Right.
Right.
You got to look at Pat Duffy.
All right, listen.
Who did
if you're gonna
duty
give me a little extra
eating.
money, because I lost $20 today.
Oh, she's in. We
all
don't
right?
have to sell it, Aunt.
But you
Oh,
could
wow.
you could come to the bathroom with me, but you can't look.
I
want to?
don't want to look.
All right,
Yeah.
well.
And no one could go in the ladies' bathroom with you.
You have a little boogie under your nose here, a little bit. It's just,
Sam, you think
that's
she'll...
why- That's why I got tissue.
This is what we do. Hold on.
What?
This is what we do. Someone has to monitor Lady Di. When you think you're going to have the run, someone's going to follow you with the actual recorder. They're going to... Hold on. Will you listen? Oh,
What are you doing?
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Was that an intern?
Oh,
To the
she doesn't
bathroom?
even know I was
That was
talking.
me.
No.
That was you going to the
She
bathroom?
has no
Yeah.
Oh,
idea
my God.
I went to the bathroom.
Sam, I'm going to talk to you.
what you were saying.
Hey, I got makeup on today.
Oh, that's
you look
wonderful.
delightful. You
That's
look
great.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
Sam.
Except for this.
That's all right. It'll go.
Well,
Well,
We've been
when the
working out.
baby's delivered, that'll go away.
Yeah.
Sam.
Little baby
baby.
weight.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Sam.
It's astounding.
Sam, someone's going to monitor her. When she's going to go into the bathroom to have the runs, someone's going to give her the actual recording device on recording.
Already on.
It's
No, I
already
don't-
recording. You
No.
sit there, Lady Di, you record it, and we'll give you some bonus money today.
That's it.
That's it.
All you have to do is hold it in your hand.
Okay? And you can talk.
Don't get shit
You can
on
talk through it a little bit.
That's how it works.
And then you put it up on the thing, and you wipe up
I
nice.
hate when I
That
have
looks
the runs.
delicious.
What's that? Oh, no, don't. No, I don't want.
It's
what
just
is
a
this?
nice beverage to start
It's
the
a
morning with.
giant coffee colada. That is that the biggest
No, no.
size they make?
Yes, it is.
He went out to Dunkin' Donuts and got me a coffee colada.
Because-
Did he? You said you like it.
You like them, Di. It's
Eh,
trying to
Give
be
me
nice.
the runs.
Yeah,
You already
right.
have the
Just
runs.
see it.
You can't
Just
get
Lady
to your
Di,
runs.
You can't get more runs.
Yeah, get the runs.
you feel sick, so we figured this would be a nice little thing
A
for
treat.
you. Like when I'm feeling
Trying to
sick,
make you feel
I
a
like
little
to have
better.
a little ginger ale.
Little treat.
Little ginger ale.
That'll cool your throat down and everything. It's
Oh,
nice.
Take a sip.
Those are phenomenal.
They are good.
She goes just one.
Just have
What
it.
flavor is that, Di?
Pretty good, right? Coffee colada.
How good is that?
Aren't those good?
Oh, those are the best.
Very cold.
yeah.
that's
I
Colada.
gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah, let
You'll
it warm up.
That'll help the stomach, though.
What happened?
Yeah, you'll get rock freeze.
Lady Di.
Why did this lady?
She got
Why did
rocks
this
in her
lady
head.
hang herself? Mick Jagger's girlfriend.
We're going to get to that. Yeah, it's very
What
sad.
happened?
She hung herself. She put something around her neck.
Why?
I'm guessing she was depressed because she was millions of
Pressed
dollars in
to
debt.
going out with Mick Jagger?
Well, no, but I'm guessing it was the debt. She was very in debt.
Probably.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Her
Have a
business was
colada.
her business lost what, $6 million or something.
That's a shame.
She was in debt for $6 million, and she's 6'3", and
40. I thought she was 30 now. She's 40. I thought she was younger for some reason.
49. Yeah.
that's young for Mick Jagger. I mean, he's pushing
That's old.
70.
But that's old for Mick Jagger because Mick Jagger likes some 22, 23.
Yeah, he likes some young chick
He's a very nice person. We met him in person. He's very, very
I
nice.
remember that.
Jagger?
Yes, I was going to take a picture with him,
Yeah.
but you came over and he walked away.
Lady Di's not lying.
You chased him away. Like
That's right.
Well, I chased him away.
Mark David Chapman couldn't have got rid of him faster.
And you know the funny
Can I tell a
part,
story, Lady Di?
the funny
Oh, because we have new listeners.
Okay, wait, hold on. The funny part about it
Whose
is
idea was this to have her
I
I was
invite
just thinking, I
these?
hope Colin dies.
She doesn't.
For the new
I
listeners.
forgot to
Tell Sam what happened. Sam,
Jimmy.
Huh?
What happened with the Jagger?
Was it the MTV? It was the Music Awards, right? And Lady Di and Marion were our correspondents.
VMAs.
The VMAs, and we were there, but we didn't really talk. We allowed them to do our jobs. And Mick Jagger was coming over to talk to us, saw Lady Di, and abruptly stopped walking toward us.
They
and
walked over.
away.
How are you? Hi.
Right.
Yeah.
He
They were a
shook my
little
hand.
aggressive at the time.
He shook my hand.
He shook mine too. There was no photo, of course.
So
He shook your hand?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
no, what do you call it? Somebody got photos on the internet.
Yeah.
No, they did not.
All right.
They did
So,
not.
but were you going to try
Where?
to tell her?
Where is the photo?
From a long time ago, someone has
just-
photos of the
You know what's
VMAs.
frustrating? This is
Yeah, but
gold.
not Mick Jagger
Yeah,
and us.
And if you have the chance to
think so,
mold
yeah.
it, it would
Right.
be an
I think
amazing
so.
listening experience.
yeah.
But you can't get to that point.
No. It's almost impossible to.
All right, Lady
cut her
Di.
off.
That's terrible.
Oh,
What's that? What's
drug-littered apartment. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Can you go answer the phones for us now that you're here?
Oh, why not?
All right,
Welcome to
listen.
the show. We're happy you're here.
Listen, I'm gonna need help again.
You got it.
All right.
You got it. You're right.
Okay.
You're gonna tape this proper today, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. Lady Di is gonna go answer the phones. There's a couple things. Make sure you congratulate her on her baby. That's due in a couple months.
That's true.
And obviously, you can bring up the runs if you feel like it.
Yeah.
You know.
It happens
Anything
to
you
everyone.
got? Your own experiences, cures,
Sure.
things that might help.
I kept on drinking beer
Yeah,
yesterday.
that'll do it, Di. I
A
mean,
lot of beer.
How many natty ices have you had this morning?
I didn't have any.
Oh.
I didn't.
Now,
boy.
now,
Why'd you put my water
it was
away?
done. You almost had no left. It
now,
was
Lady
done.
Di,
get you
let me
one.
ask you this.
Have the
What?
colada.
You
Yeah.
said you didn't eat at
She's
TGI
taking another
Fridays.
sip of the colada.
What did you eat for dinner last night?
Nothing. I slept most of the day. I slept most of the day. I took my vitamins though.
She's gonna have explosions.
You wait.
This is a
I came
stupid
home
radio
and I slept.
You didn't eat anything yesterday except beer at TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's not
You gotta
very
eat.
healthy,
Not
Lady
good.
Di.
All right, I
breakfast
know
today.
that. I
You
know
gotta
that.
eat. Did you have anything this morning?
No.
All right, have another sip to calm the
Oh
stomach.
my God!
You gotta
That'll
have
come- yeah, you gotta get something in you.
Remember what
Yeah.
she
There's a
said,
lot
all
of
in one
healtty
sip?
calories in that.
And milk
Colada.
products
It's
kind of
cold.
calms the stomach.
It is cold.
You gotta have breakfast.
Yeah, you
Di.
get your calcium from that.
I know it's
Yeah.
bad, but I wasn't hungry. You know.
Yes, because your eyebrows are penciled in.
And,
And,
yeah, I know they're penciled in. I did that on
Lady
the train.
Di, what
on the
was
train.
what was
That's good.
the last thing you had to eat, and when was it?
Oh, very
It
good
was the
question.
day before.
The day before.
Why? What's
what?
wrong with you? You got to eat.
You can't
Wait,
do that.
yesterday?
No.
2 days ago.
The day before yesterday.
What'd you
Sunday.
eat? What did you eat Sunday?
Eggs, potatoes, my usual.
And then
like that
yesterday you had nothing.
stuff. I had nothing yesterday because I wasn't hungry.
And now today, so far, nothing.
You
No
gotta eat. You
breakfast, no
can't
nothing.
do this. You're getting it very sick.
You
have to
gotta eat something,
Okay.
Lady Di.
Seriously.
well,
you-
well, this is my food right now.
Well,
Well,
not
you
food.
just, you know what? Have your coffee colada.
Have another sip.
It's very nutritious.
Yeah, please.
It's got
Get
some
something in your
milk
stomach.
products, a little bit of sugar to give you a boost,
right?
Yeah.
and some coffee that'll get you going.
What should we
Yeah,
get
that'll
for
get me
breakfast?
going all right.
Yeah, you should have some breakfast though. What do you want?
That's why by the way, that's why you're shitting a lot, because there's nothing in your stomach. So it's all weird liquids
Oh, just
mixing
liquidy.
and coming out. You got to have food
Yeah.
in there to kind of soak everything
What are
up.
you going to eat?
What do you
this
want for
morning? What do you want for
Our
breakfast?
treat.
We'll,
On
we'll-
us.
we'll get it for
On
you.
us. On Jimmy.
What do you
I'll
got?
buy food. Yes, whatever you want for breakfast. How about a nice?
How about a donut? How's that?
No,
sound?
it's not good. A donut is shit.
I don't want. No, I don't.
No.
We
How about
want you to eat healthy while you're among us.
Donuts.
How about an egg sandwich? A bagel with some egg. Bagel has
Oh,
some substance.
that'd be
put some-
nice.
Yeah, that's
a
nice.
nice bagel with eggs on it and some maybe tomatoes or whatever. That's good.
No, I don't know.
I know.
Bacon, egg, and
You
cheese.
don't
that
know?
sounds like a lot.
Bacon,
It's not
egg, and
bad.
cheese?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, cheese.
What do you mean? That sounds like a lot.
Colada's good. She's enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, is he.
You're
We'll get her
sucking that right
A
down.
nice bagel.
thirsty.
I hear you.
You got little boogies, Di, under your nose.
Oh,
Di, you got little boogies. Little boogies. I'm just telling you so you don't look like a lady. Poor Di.
This was happening at TGI Friday.
That's all right. Well, that's all right.
And the guy was still
grinding
on you.
Yeah,
Wow.
he said, "Here's some napkins for you. Go
Sure.
ahead." And,
But did he have an assist dog with him? A guide dog?
well, no,
Okay.
No?
We're worried about you.
Yeah, you got to you got to eat.
You got to take care of yourself.
You have to eat.
You got to have a nice breakfast today.
right.
What do you want? We'll buy you anything,
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
but it has to be sort of healthy.
Or a nice bagel. How about a nice bagel? Because that's got some, that'll sit in your stomach and suck some.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. How's that?
All right.
All
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
On what?
A bagel. Get her a bagel. That's,
What kind of bagel?
A bagel? No, I said bacon, egg, and cheese
no, but
sandwich.
on a
yeah,
bagel.
yeah.
You want
Oh.
a regular bread?
Put a little-
Regular bread.
Okay.
All right. White toast.
Yeah.
White toast.
All right.
White toast with the little deer.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Uh-oh.
You sure you don't want
What's the
anything
matter?
else?
Huh?
What's the matter? You all right?
Like I said, I'll let you know.
Uh-oh, that was an uh-oh.
You got the runs?
You're feeling a little
Almost.
gurgle, aren't you?
A little gurgling?
You feel a little
Cool it down
gurgling.
with some of that coffee colada. You got to cool it down.
You just sucked down some-
Hi, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny.
Why is Kenny shaking his head?
He's trying to hide his rod. Oh, poor Di.
Oh, Lady Di.
We got the recording device ready to go?
You just, in
Well,
case.
not yet, but I'm starting to feel it
Percolate a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
You're gurgling.
Settle your stomach.
Go ahead.
again. Yeah.
Getting that little weird muscle pain in the back of your legs.
Yeah.
You getting the squeaky door yet?
Yeah, you got to put some food in there because the liquid now has nothing to kind of grab onto, so it's just coming right at your hiney.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we worry about you, Lady Di, for
Well,
real.
thank you very much.
Yeah, your panties must be a disaster.
I
Oh.
got a Not Sam T-shirt.
Okay, good.
Well, please wear it.
Comes out of nowhere. No, I'm gonna wear it if you take off that. If you cut out that
Okay, we'll cut it
skull
up
and
for
the
you.
crossbones.
Sure.
out of
Why?
the shirt.
What's the matter?
Because I don't like to wear stuff like that.
A skull.
But it's
Why are you
part of
skull
the-
and crossbones?
I know it's part of the shirt, but I don't like wearing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well,
When,
believe me,
when,
this,
the, when the girl Kelly Richardson gave it to me, she mailed it to me.
Yeah.
Kelly and Dave, right?
are they?
Well, they,
Plug
they,
for
All right.
They told me, I said, is it okay if I mention you on the air? They said, yeah. Okay. They mailed me the T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
She did. Okay, and I got it. The Not Sam part is nice.
Thank you.
I think it's very cute. But when I saw the skull and the crossbones,
oh,
in the
I
back,
don't go
said,
for that
oh my
either.
God.
Nah, that's no good.
Well, it's kind of
No
piratey.
good. No good.
Yeah, but I don't like wearing stuff
Nah,
like
that's
that.
no good. No good.
I mean, I used to be a Grateful Dead fan, and I used to wear stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like, I don't like wearing stuff like
Nah,
that.
I don't go for
All
that.
right, listen, we
Yeah.
got to go to break. You're a
Okay.
Grateful Dead fan. What song you want to play in a break?
Grateful Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, the Grateful Dead? Touch of Grey.
Wow, hardcore.
Wow, touch of
Wow,
gray.
you're hardcore.
That is the one song that I think every Grateful Dead fan can't stand.
Oh, no, she's hardcore. You go pretty deep with the dead. Touch of gray.
Casey Jones.
Oh, man.
wow.
Now that's
Wow.
going real deep.
Another
isn't
deep
it?
track, yeah.
Deep track.
Which one? It's your choice. Touch of Gray or Casey Jones?
Look, it says
Whatever.
touch of brown.
Yeah, let's do Touch of Gray.
That's good.
Lady Di's going on the phone, so talk about the runs with Lady Di.
yeah.
Talk about her pregnancy and whatever else.
Yeah.
And also, you might be running to the bathroom very soon, right?
I don't know yet.
We'll see.
All
Have
right.
some colada.
Here's
Have a little
Lady
colada here.
Di's
Yeah.
choice today. We'll be back.
Okay.
Must be getting early. Clocks are running late. Paint by number morning sky looks so phony. Dawn is breaking. they want to see.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
Boom, 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 boom. We got Belle Knox coming in today, huh?
We sure do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I haven't watched her movies at all. She's pretty hot, though.
I've watched a few.
How are they?
They're pretty good.
Oh, just that one we saw. She's very
Yeah, I've watched a couple more, too. She does take a good dickin'.
Confused by her, though.
Why? What's up?
I don't know. I think she wanted to be a porn star the whole time, right?
Yeah, I think she enjoys being a porn star. To tell you the truth.
I feel bad for the parents because they look like assholes.
Well,
not coming up with the money.
I guess, what was it? Dr. Drew last night had her on. And Dr. Drew said, if I was your father, I'd want to bite down on a cyanide capsule.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, and there was a problem with that. I guess a bunch of people were like, suicide isn't funny. You know, everyone's offended.
He didn't apologize, did he?
I don't think he did yet.
He said, laughing, if you were my daughter, I'd be putting a cyanide capsule in my mouth. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think that was a little controversy. You know, people don't think a doctor like him should be making light of suicide.
Well, I mean, when the story first came out, everyone thought, oh, my God, this poor thing had to do porn to pay for her college. And no, I don't believe that anymore.
No.
She wants to be a porn star. She wants to have a little fame.
Yeah, it's working.
And she found a nice angle.
She's working for her.
She did it.
The schoolgirl going into porn, that's fucking great story.
Yeah. And I'm sure Duke is trying to figure out how to make sure she doesn't come back.
We'll see. I think, I don't know. We'll see what her angle is now.
Will we?
Yeah.
We'll all get smitten.
I know. I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, oh, she's going to come in. It's going to be,
you smell good, too.
Oh, God. She's turned into a fucking asshole.
I know.
I can't help it.
There's some serious questions there, though.
I don't know what to do.
Whatever. We'll
Just
see what
sit
happens.
there. I start imagining.
Do you really?
Oh, maybe if I,
You'll be flirting.
Yeah,
when it comes to the compound.
I'm thinking, just picture her in the jacuzzi. Oh, this is so nice. I'm so glad I came on your show.
Right.
Oh, it's all right. What'll you have?
Right.
What do you want? We're just hanging out.
Yeah, her answer is another host. Oh. That's what I'll have.
Oh, this cumbersome bikini.
Yeah.
That's me saying that.
And while you're wearing one.
Yes.
And when girls go naked around your pool, do the neighbors see?
Well, there are some vantage points where they could see.
They could see.
But it's an Asian guy that lives behind me, and he doesn't have any interest in anything.
What?
From what I see. No, he doesn't have any interest in anything. You know those very straightforward, all business.
Straightforward Asian guy.
Yeah.
But
although one time him and his wife were fighting out on their bedroom balcony, and it was great.
Really?
Yeah, just yelling in some faraway language.
Some Cantonese or something?
Yeah, and then he beats his mattress. He brings his mattress out on his back patio,
right,
and then just beats the living shit out of it with like a big stick.
What, getting the...
Donk, donk, donk. I don't know what he's getting out of it.
Don't the sheets take care of all that?
I would think you don't got to beat your mattress like every fucking month. But every month he's out there beating the shit out of it.
Get that dead skin out of there.
Or something, right?
Yeah, but if you have sheets on your bed constantly, you're not...
You have sheets.
You're not going to have a dirty mattress in general.
Peachy pads, whatever you need.
I've had girls squirt on my mattress, though.
Oh, yeah?
You betcha.
Nice.
You betcha.
Yeah.
And that just soaks in.
Yes, it does.
So he could see the pool from where he's at.
Yeah. He's got a good vantage point from his patio, but he doesn't.
What about the other neighbors?
The other neighbor, there's only one other neighbor on the side of the house, and there's one window that he can see out of, or his wife, or they have kids, whatever.
Right.
And the kids actually, somebody was having a birthday party over our house. I think Travis might have been there. Remember when all those kids came over from next door? Were you there?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, someone was having a birthday party. It was a kid's party at my house. Can't remember who it was, though. And the kids from next door came over.
Yeah.
And because they wanted some cake or some shit. And then they started I think, was it Vinny that was questioning the kids?
Yeah.
Like, so what do your parents? Do your parents ever talk about, what goes on here? Oh, yeah, my mom gets mad because it's really noisy late at night. And then she caught the husband looking out the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and Dad's always looking out the window.
Oh, that's great. Crying.
Yeah. I never get an invite. Yeah, and the wife is like, what's that asshole up to today? And he's, nothing.
She's going to make him, like, close off the window.
Yeah, you're just going to see it bricked up like an old New York City building. Right. Yeah. So there's a couple of people that have vantage points, but for the most part, once you're in the pool, and especially in the jacuzzi, no one can see anything because it's all, got a lot of vegetation around there. Right. And in the jacuzzi sometimes.
Oh, boy. That's making a comeback, is it?
Oh, it is. Like that.
All right, so I'm going today with Ghost Plane.
Ghost Plane, that's the latest. Every day it changes.
Yesterday it was suicide. And now most people are saying they don't believe that anymore.
Yeah, Malaysian Flight 370.
I'm going Ghost Plane. I'm going with severe malfunction. Now they're talking maybe electrical fire, possibly.
Well,
shutting down some systems. They knew something was up. They were trying to turn the plane around. They could only turn it so much when everything just completely failed. And then you got Ghost Plane for 7-8 hours into the middle of the Indian Ocean, and then it crashes.
But it hit those points. The problem is it hit all those really weird points.
Right.
No, they said that they have a hard time. They never want to say it was suicide for some reason. Yeah. Never. They always want it to be something else. I think it was. I think it was one of them committing suicide.
Ant made a great point right before the show, as far as the suicide thing goes. This guy, one of these guys, was he was against the political party that's been in office or whatever you want to call it.
He's
for
got
the last 60 years.
Problem with Malaysia.
And all right, so if he's going to make some huge political statement and kill himself,
right?
When he turns that plane around, why not? Well, it's your thing.
Go for the fucking towers there in Malaysia. Oh man, what a fucking coup that would be, right?
Boy,
and he's right there.
Boy, you're making a statement against your own government and your own people, I guess.
And he was right the fuck there. Could have done it in no time, but
may not have been for that reason. Maybe he didn't want to commit an act of terrorism. He might have been depressed because he was really into that guy. Went to jail for 5 years, and he also had insurance money for his family.
Right.
You don't get the insurance, I'm sure, if you commit suicide. They don't find the black box.
Yeah, maybe.
It was all those points they hit. I thought they said an experienced pilot would have to have hit. Well, didn't they hit a bunch of points that there was something that he did in the prep.
Even that is off of radar and not off of their transponder. So everything they're talking about, where it turned, how it turned, is to a point speculative still.
Right.
Altitudes, things like that, that's all speculative too. But it could have been some kind of electrical fire that shut off the system sequentially, Maybe an electrical fire shuts off the transponder and then shuts off a few other communication devices. They still have some control of the plane, but then why wouldn't you radio and say you have an emergency? Like there's every scenario has these pieces missing from it. Like, all right, it could be suicide. Well, then why did this happen or this happen or that happen? All right, it could be a catastrophic failure. Well, then this couldn't have happened. Oh, it's terrorism. Well, then what about this and this? So every scenario's got something that makes that scenario not seem like it would work. Right. And if that's what makes it so fucked up.
And if they were going to use the plane for EVL, you have to do it right away. There's too many days that have gone by, and now everyone's on to you.
You would think it's much easier.
I would assume our government is on to, putting in some safeguards now, just in case.
So, and someone starts yapping. If the longer the plane's on the ground, if it is on land somewhere, the easier it is for somebody to say something.
You just need one person to yap.
Yep.
I mean, it could be Pakistan just blatantly lying to us once again.
Yeah.
Got to put that on the table.
No, that would be a shame in front of the whole world, though. That would be a bad thing. Airport doing that.
Yeah, so. Well, you know what? I'm proud to say that Aliens is still on the table.
Aliens is on the table.
Officially, it's still on the table.
I think even CNN is going with that angle so they could continue their 24-hour coverage of nothing happening.
They got 5 minutes of material
that they have been milking for
10 days. It's unbelievable. They have nothing new, and they just go in this circle over and over and over again.
Some guy on Twitter yesterday was saying, he goes, the only thing I've learned from CNN is how to shut off critical electronic devices on a 777.
Yeah.
It's like, great. They pretty much are telling people how to shut off the transponder, how to shut off the other communication devices.
You see the chode on CNN that's just hanging out in the flight simulator?
Dude, what a great gig.
He's just hanging out like, yep, we're flying. This is pretty much the, the flight pattern they would have done.
And then he just goes over to the pilot guy and is like, well, let's see what would happen if we go down to 20,000.
Right.
And then he goes on a little ride.
But he's got nothing.
Nothing. Here's the transponder by my knee.
Right.
Let me show you how easy.
Right.
It's 3 clicks to the left.
Oh, boy, thanks.
Hey, thanks. I was wondering how you do that. Yeah, that looks fun.
Although I think Courtney Love found the wreckage, right,
And
Travis?
Courtney Love has tweeted that she is in on the search.
Travis is a big fan of Courtney Love, so am I.
Mystery solved. I don't know why we're still talking about it.
Mystery solved. She found a big oil slick and a plane, apparently, underwater.
So why isn't anyone taking it seriously?
And wrote it in childlike red fucking...
Yeah, she put it in MS Paint.
MS Paint fucking writing.
I think she also said, you guys.
Yeah. Hey, you guys.
I think I found it.
I think. Look, I don't know much about this, but this looks like a plane.
How great would it be, though, if Courtney Love actually did find
Courtney Love.
That would be amazing.
Has found the
and
plane.
what was it, only a mile offshore or something?
It's very close.
Right, Travis? Isn't that what she said?
Something like that. Now, I'm no expert.
She's plotting. She's got fucking maps in front of her.
Yeah.
Right.
What is she doing?
Yeah.
Where's
a mile
that?
offshore, nothing has come back to us.
No, nothing is washed up on shore.
Let's go to her Twitter. She tweeted about it all day, and I think even Rolling Stone picked up on it and a few other sites.
It was widely reported.
Widely reported, but not on CNN. No. They're not acknowledging that Courtney Love found the wreckage.
Did you guys read the article that I printed out for you this morning?
Which one now?
The first turn was programmed in?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you...
Oh, Lady Di's answering phones in there. Good.
Yeah, yes, she is.
Okay.
Here's Courtney's tweet.
Huh?
I just saw Courtney's tweet.
Where?
Sam had it up and now it's gone.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, all right.
I'm no expert, but up close, this does look like a plane and an oil slick. And then she's got the thing. Prayers go out to the families.
Wait, there's an arrow plane, question mark?
Yeah. Look at her childlike writing. And look, there's the plane and there's the oil.
It doesn't look like that.
She found it, man.
She found it. Courtney found it.
Where's the plane, Sam? I don't see plane.
It's right there.
Did you see the CL for Courtney Love, too?
Right. Jim, maybe you need a few more drugs in your system to see the plane.
I don't see a plane.
You got to defocus your eyes.
Yeah, squint.
And then you'll see the 3D plane.
Squint, everything comes into focus.
Hey, man, there it
I
is.
can't see it.
Hey, man. She found it, though, so go to her Twitter.
If that's it, could you imagine if that was it? And Courtney's like, yeah, it's right there.
Well, you got to think someone said, all right, what the hell, we'll take a look at this. And then said, oh, God, this is nonsense.
Courtney,
We can't report on this.
What was Courtney looking at that she discovered this?
Is she doing that thing where everyone is searching for the plane?
Where is everyone searching, and what are they using?
I don't know. I've seen it and talked about it a few times.
Is there something out there? I haven't seen this yet.
You can look at little squares of the ocean, and then you mark stuff you think you see. And if enough people mark stuff they think they see, then like an expert goes and looks at it.
Oh, yeah?
And supposedly there's millions of people doing it.
Wow.
And each square is like...
it's called Tom Nod.
How many blocks is each square again? 6 blocks, maybe, I think they said.
But how...
so you pick a square, and it's like, okay, that's 6 blocks of the ocean. I think
is it live?
Yeah.
It's a crowdsourcing tool that uses satellite.
All right, so it's satellite image, but it's not a live stream. You can't do that. Like, you can't get that kind of fucking shit. Give it to the public.
I don't know. It's pretty current.
I would guess there are photos that are photos that they upload or download from the satellite and then upload onto this webpage every so often. But how often is it?
They said it's current enough where, you know.
I want to know how.
But what?
I'll just play Lotto.
Each square is how big? I don't know why I'm obsessing about this.
Each square is,
like, I think, the equivalent of 6 blocks.
Yeah,
something like that.
This is crazy.
But a lot of people are doing it, and I forgot how many squares there actually are. But people are like, oh, what the hell? I got some free time. I'll check out.
Yeah,
I'll check out a few squares.
I'll check out a few squares in the interim.
Right.
Oh, could you see if Sam just fiddling around right now and it pops up and the plane's right there?
But what sucks about it is you can't be the only person. Like, if you see the plane, or like, oh my God, they're still not going to pay attention to you. A lot of people have to see the exact same stuff you did, and then it gets their attention.
But I'm sure if you screen cap it and send it to CNN and go, hey, look.
Right.
Someone might want to check out the lat and longe of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't say, there's no info on how often that thing updates?
No.
Because it would be useless if it's like fucking...
No, it's definitely not useless.
2012?
Yeah, it's fucking years ago.
See, possible alternative flight path now.
Yeah.
Does it seem reasonable?
Is it reasonable?
So I guess that's the latest on...
I'm going to have to look into that.
On the airplane, right?
See what that is.
We don't have to do a CNN and spend hours on this. I think that's about the latest.
No, that's about it. I guess they searched both of their apartments, houses, whatever, for any,
and the search area has officially been extended to the entire globe.
It's like the whole Earth now.
At this point. Look at the circle on Fox News. That's pretty much the entire globe.
Do you know how it went from a piece of Australia to half of Australia now? Do you know how big Australia is?
They really moved it to half of Australia?
Yeah, it like went from the coastline of Australia, like it could have been here, and now it's halfway through Australia.
How do you organize that search?
Oh, the talking heads they've had on CNN. They bring up here's a flight recorder. Here's what it looks like. Let's talk to the flight recorder expert. Here's like a few pilots. Here's this flight instructor. This guy is a naval guy. And they all have nothing. Nothing.
That's that.
I absolutely think the pilots were involved. Could they program something? If they program stuff in the computer, why would they do that? And how is there not one distress button?
But both pilots they didn't really know each other, right? Before this flight.
No, that's just.
So then the one pilot has to like strangle the other one.
And then there's a big commotion.
Right.
No, you gotta do is stand up as you're taking off, whatever.
Yeah.
You stand up. You take that fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
You pull it off the wall quietly. He's fucking and you crash it as hard as you can to the back of his head. He is out. That's not hard to do.
And then you hang out for fucking 8 hours of flying.
No, maybe it was what.
Yeah.
The thing is said. Maybe it was a suicide where you got decompressed the plane.
He would. Here's the thing about the rapid decompression thing. The climb up to 45,000 feet was very steep. The flight crew isn't going to question what's going on in the flight deck. The stewardesses and fucking flight attendants aren't going to go, hey, why the fuck are we climbing like maniacs?
Maybe it was decompressed by that point. Maybe they decompressed it and then went up that high. Not, you decompress a plane really quickly. No one's ready for it.
Then the oxygen masks drop. The flight attendants know how to handle emergency situations.
That's
so again, there's that time frame where you're not able to communicate.
Can you control the oxygen mask from dropping?
I don't think so.
Or can you stop?
So then you're not going to kill everybody. People are going to be smart enough to put those masks on.
Well, they do have a limit. They have a limit. Like you could run out of oxygen with those masks. That's why you fly that long.
Ship.
And you're just. But in that time where you still have the oxygen, why aren't you trying to use the onboard fucking phones or something?
Right.
Write a note for later. I mean,
I don't.
That's going to wash up somewhere.
I don't trust pilots anymore.
No.
I can't imagine flying now.
Crazy.
You don't know what kind of problems these guys have as they go into the cockpit.
You don't know. He's having a bad day.
Right.
What if the pings are wrong? What if it crashed really early and they're just misreading those pings?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But they were getting signals from the engines.
What is this?
Eat the panther!
Oh, that poor little guy. Yeah. Every mom out there has
poor
been
little guy. He looks like he's 12 years old, and he's still in a car seat.
He's small.
Former Carolina's receiver Steve Smith had been traded to the Ravens.
How could they?
Exactly. How could they, Steve asks. It was a viral video, and it eventually reached Steve himself, who reached out to that family.
Oh, God.
What a gang.
And then said, your kid fucking sucks.
Hey, what a gang. Really?
Can we get that video? Please, I want to check out the whole thing. It's a kid's crying because they traded Steve Smith.
That, by the way, was little Anthony right there. That was a prime example. Except instead of being videoed and like, oh, that's terrible, it was shut up. Stop your pissy eyes.
That would have been the viral video of the day like 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, we have little Anthony Cumia crying at the name game, and in the back you hear, "Shut up, you bitch!"
Yeah. Shut up, you bitch. I was weepy.
Yes, you were.
I was very weepy.
You really were a fucking washwoman.
Give you something to cry about. Stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Jeez. Was he going to crack me in the head and make me cry? It's crazy.
Let's see. Chris Brown ordered to stay in jail. Whatever.
Chris Brown's in jail, huh?
Yeah.
Get a little street cred in there. That's what happens,
They're going to
yo.
keep him in there, too, because he was bragging about being able to, use guns and knives and stuff. I don't know.
By the way, a steep ascent. Don't forget, like, they may have said it was a steep ascent, but they may, the crew doesn't know how high.
Steep ascent?
Yeah, the crew may not. The crew doesn't, the flight attendants don't know exactly how high you are. They can't tell the difference, I'm sure, between 34,000 and 45,000 if you're going up quick.
I guarantee, though, if you're climbing fast, they know, a flight attendant would absolutely know what a standard climb is and what a steep fucking climb is and wonder what the fuck is going on.
So you get on the PA, because there's no black box as of now, and say, we're going to be it's going to be a little bit of a steeper ascent to avoid some weather. I
don't know.
I think it's probably easy for a pilot to do.
From what they said and how quickly they climbed to that altitude, it would have been a move that would have alarmed people that are familiar with how that plane flies.
But if you can't communicate with the ground.
That's true, too. Then it doesn't matter anyway. If you're just a flight attendant going, uh-oh, there's some trouble here.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, who cares?
And they're just banging on the door trying to figure it out.
Hey!
Let's see this viral video.
Is this the little fucking...
This was just on Fox News. What's the story there, Sam?
Young Samuel.
Yeah.
It's a little kid getting told that Stephen Smith was cut.
From the Panthers.
Right.
Okay.
Chili Peppers drummer?
That's not him.
Oh, that's Chad.
The Panthers said that they didn't even want him on the team anymore, so they fired him.
Why did they fire him, Daddy?
Because they said he was too old to play.
Why was he too old?
I don't know. But now, we won't have Steve Smith. We can't
Looks like young East Side Dave.
So now we have to cheer for Cam Newton.
Why would you purposely make your kid cry?
Yeah, exactly. Just to get a video.
To get a viral video.
That's what he's doing.
Who are we going to cheer for on Sundays now?
No!
Ah!
Cam Newton. We'll cheer for Cam Newton.
And the kid's all logical. Little kid's all logical. We'll just cheer for the other guy.
Yeah, we'll cheer for the other guy. It's only uniforms. It's all you're cheering for.
But there's other players. Like, what about Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton? What about Cam Newton?
I love Cam Newton.
The little kid.
The other kid's smart.
And Luke Kuechly.
So you're going to cheer for them now?
Yeah.
Are you still going to love the Panthers?
Yes.
Gavin, are you still going to love the Panthers? Even though
I'm not going to like anybody.
Because they fired Steve Smith?
This video stinks.
That's a viral video?
Who gives a fuck?
That's all it takes.
What the fuck am I trying so hard?
That's all it takes.
Screams.
Gotta make my kid cry. Fuck it.
That's all you got to do.
Exactly. Just let him listen to this radio show.
You got to be willing to make that jump to fucking despicable human being.
Look, man, we've done some pretty shitty things with this radio show, but one thing I can't imagine is making my own kid cry to make a viral video.
That's fucked.
It's a little weird, right?
That is.
A lot of people are doing that, too. Anyway.
Crying kids do make great videos, though. People love it.
Yeah. Did you hear about this man that rented his apartment out? And he returns to find an orgy of fat people?
Where does he fucking rent an apartment out where...
Probably a fan message board of this show.
No shit.
What's Airbnb? I don't know.
There's full services, because my buddy did it for his bachelor party, where people have these, like, New York City apartments.
Right.
And then it's usually illegal. They list their apartments for, like, rent the way a bed and breakfast would.
Right. Bachelor party? You know how fucking, you can't have anything.
That's crazy.
For a bachelor.
And they say, like, for whatever, $250, you can have the apartment overnight. Mm-hmm. You just have to clear out by the next day.
Right.
And so people do this. And so that's what this guy did.
What is Airbnb, though?
It's one of those services.
Oh, one of those companies. Okay, gotcha.
It lists apartments that are available.
Now, I've heard of this as far as, the U.S. Open comes to town, the golf event or whatever, and your house is close to the course. You're like, fuck, I can make $20,000 or whatever for the week. You know,
Rent
I've
out a
heard that.
room.
I've heard all that before. But I've also heard that you could trade apartments too. Like, you know, you have a kick-ass New York pad and someone in Spain, let's say, has a kick-ass pad in Spain, and you could switch for a week.
Could you see doing that, letting someone be in your space?
It was really weird when we did the.
I think my I'm embarrassed to say this, but I think my cook actually did this. People are doing this.
Yeah.
It's kind of the hipper people are like, wait, I could go live in Spain in someone else's place. And it's more homey and, you know, down to earth, and
people who
you
don't
get
pay
a
for
better
hotels.
vibe.
I like a nice hotel.
Me too, man. Fuck that.
I think it's also a bit cheaper too.
Oh, I'm sure.
If
Yeah.
you do it that way, you know.
Yeah, my buddies all rented out this guy's apartment, and it was very because they all live in Connecticut, so it was like a big, you know, night in the city.
Connecticut.
That's right.
All right.
But it was very strange because all the guy's shit was still in there. Like he had all these watches and everything all laid out. His computer was there.
On the kangaroo.
And you guys are having a bachelor party in his apartment?
And they were all sleeping there too, yeah.
And he let that happen?
He rented it out, yeah.
No one puked in his
Why
fucking
would your friend do this?
They didn't want to pay for a hotel room, I guess.
Oh, God, I hate cheapskates.
I don't know.
fucking hate
Did you go?
cheapskates.
I went and then I went home though. I'm not going to stay in
What
somebody's
kind of apartment was it? Was it?
It was a nice apartment in the middle of Times Square.
Oh, it's here in the city. Okay.
Did it have a nice view?
I mean, it had an okay view, but it was a very weird apartment. The guy had like mannequins all over it.
Oh,
what is
They're probably
that?
prior people who had rented.
It was bizarre.
Right.
Yeah.
But they all slept there.
Did they make a mess?
Yeah, my buddy like fell on his face on the sidewalk and just jumped into bed with a bloody face.
Oh boy.
Oh, why would
Like
you
got
do
under the
that?
sheets in his clothes and shoes. And
Some guy's sheets. Some guy's
Now
in
I
your
understand the
bed.
guy. I understand the guy that has the apartment in Times Square, but why would he rent it to a bachelor party
yeah.
instead of maybe a bunch of dumb old ladies from, like, I don't know, from Pittsburgh or something?
Unless it's all bullshit furniture and he doesn't live there at all, and maybe it's like the watches are fake.
He had a lot of accessories and stuff.
But they
and a
might
full
be
computer.
But they might be bullshit. It might be like an old computer that doesn't mean anything.
Maybe.
Like there might be so much to make it look like a real apartment, and you just rent it out to people, but it's all dummy stuff that you don't use.
It's basically an illegal hotel.
Yeah, and we had to tell the doorman that we were his buddies.
Oh, yeah? How'd that work?
Because you're not supposed to have people just coming up to your apartment.
No shit.
Dude, do you know the insurance problem that you would have? Because I have homeowners insurance.
Homo?
But I don't have that type of insurance,
Oh.
unfortunately. But I wonder if what your insurance would cover if you start a fire and burn the building down?
Yeah, if there was just some stranger in your apartment that you couldn't, right?
A firebug.
Yeah, what if you rented to a firebug?
Yeah, but I mean, you want to rent to somebody responsible, but you never know somebody's going to be a firebug.
And
What's the problem?
How many people were in his Times Square apartment?
8 at least.
What? And you all slept there, or
That's the
most
only
of
friends
you?
he has?
Yeah, they all. Well, I mean, it was like close friends, but they all like 8 to 10 guys.
And why do they pick Times Square for the bachelor party in this guy's apartment?
But they live in Connecticut, and they were like, "Oh, cool, we'll go to New York City and blah blah
Yeah,
blah."
what
And then-
dorks. Ew. What, they go to a science fair after?
No.
Then mow down together?
Mow.
Mowed down for the last time before the wedding.
Mow down.
Sounds horrendous.
I've never heard mow down. That's
Sounds horrible.
They
Good
went
one.
to some bars. They got all fucked up. Then they found a
Yeah.
spot to buy roast beef sandwiches at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right,
and
they
then
went home and fucking acted like men.
I guarantee
guys.
with the Super Bowl that just passed, a lot of people rented
Yeah.
out their houses and apartments in the area.
Yeah.
Guarantee. I've heard it for sporting events mostly. But anyway.
I would like to have an apartment with like all fake signed sports stuff, just to see what turns up missing.
Oh, right.
Like that would be kind of fun to do. Like you do you do all these autographs yourself on baseball, just to see what is stolen.
See if someone steals it.
Yeah.
But it leads to today's story. This is just amazing. So it's Airbnb renter returns to overweight orgy. So we got a guy like Sam's talking about. He rents his apartment out.
Yeah.
This is what happened. A comedian, under the impression he had rented out his posh Chelsea pad to a man with family in town for a wedding, returned home to a wild orgy, he said.
Nice.
Ari Temin, 31, claimed he left the apartment keys with David Carter on Friday night and stepped out for dinner before leaving town.
I'm David Carter.
When he returned to the building to grab his luggage, a rowdy sex party featuring big, beautiful women,
Nice.
that's in quotations, by the way,
Yeah.
was in the process of being shut down by building management.
Oh, boy, are you in Dutch.
This was just so bizarre, he said. The worst part of the internet right there was in my apartment. There were all sorts of people walking out of my apartment and people coming in from the backyard. It was a huge mess. Ari said his apartment was trashed by a group of nearly nude, overweight people after the shindig was broken up. Carter was a nervous wreck in the lobby. Carter was the guy that rented the place from the other guy.
Uh-huh.
This guy had a look of horror on his face, the owner said. He didn't expect to see me for a few days. He said, they shut us down, man. They're shutting it down. So this guy came back to his apartment because he forgot something or whatever.
Boy, how do you, hold on a minute. How do you go out for dinner and come back to get your luggage and all those people are already there?
I thought that too, Jimmy.
That's fishy. I think that's bullshit.
Or maybe the guy's in on it.
Maybe he knew, and that's just the excuse. Like, hey, man, if you get caught, you're on your own. I'll lose the apartment.
Right. Yeah, you're right. That's a little suspicious.
He's a comedian. I don't know. I wish I knew him now. I'd love to fucking do a gig with him. Just ask him about the fat chicks in his house.
Right.
What happened, Harry? Dude, they're all fat. Don't laugh.
Carter, who rented the place, however, claims he just had a small, quiet get-together and that the owner was overreacting. I had 6 people, friends and family, Carter told the Post. He is making a big to-do because he is being evicted. When the owner later searched Carter's phone number on the internet, he found the raunchy soiree involving plus-sized women advertised online as Turn Up Party 2, the Panty Raid.
Nice.
One person even blasted out the owner's 7th Avenue address in a tweet for a XXX Freak Fest.
How come I never get these tweets?
You probably just block them. I think they're
Maybe.
a bunch of fat people in a yard.
Walk in, big fat ass. Nice.
Oh, wow. God. He threw all his sheets away.
Of course he did.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But Jimmy's right. Why would you say you're going out of town, but you go to dinner, but then you come back for your luggage?
Yeah. What did he do with his empty refrigerator? Restocked it, I'm sure.
Piggies. Bunch of piggies in his house.
Because when you tell the guy, look, I'm coming back for my luggage.
Yeah.
Maybe he was double checking on him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe he saw a herd of buffalo headed up fucking 8th Avenue. He's like, wait a minute.
Water buffalo.
Yeah, he saw the party walking through the Midtown Tunnel. Yeah, water buffalo.
Buffalo.
I want to hear that again.
Oh, it was so good. Lady Durr.
I couldn't stop laughing at that all day.
That was a good one.
Absolutely.
Standing
Lady
in the post office by
Durr.
myself, laughing like an idiot over Lady Durr.
Lady Durr.
Lady Durr.
Stupid Bobo. Do you have Lady Durr?
I have both of them. Which one do you want?
I want to hear Lady Durr first.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
I wanted to congratulate Lady Nurse. She's all.
I wanted to congratulate Lady
One more time on that one.
God.
I wanted to congratulate Lady Nurse. She's all.
It's not even a word or anything.
What happened, you think?
His brain just switched gears. Like when a movie switches reels.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens to him.
And then the other one.
Hey, I just want to congratulate you on your baby. That's great. Is the father a water buffalo or an elephant?
The father is a water buffalo.
What a dope.
One more time on that one, please.
Hey, I just want to congratulate you on your baby. That's great. Is the father a water buffalo or an elephant?
The father is a water buffalo.
Buffalo.
One who buffles water for a living.
Buffalo water.
I went to water buffling school.
Yes, I'm a buffler.
I want to be a water buffler like my father. He buffled water better than anyone.
Do we have a Lady Di update? Was she answering phones?
She is, yeah. Or she was.
Okay. Did she do a good job?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything?
We will after the break.
Oh, good.
Fuck,
And how's her runs?
So far, she hasn't had to make a trip to the bathroom.
How's the coffee colada?
It's being worked on.
All right. Where is she?
She's right here next to me. She just, in reference to the runs, she informed Sal and I that it's coming.
How much of that colada did she go through?
She's about a quarter of the way through. She's kind of nursing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
she's
you're
enjoying it.
If you're just tuning in, listen to
she
the.
just said, "Here we go."
What?
You know what? Can you answer the phone? Sure. I gotta go.
Wait, follow her down the hall.
No problem. Where are you going?
What?
The bathroom.
I got it, Sal.
I think it's coming again. Wait. I'm not sure. I think so.
Wait, tell her to come in here for a second. She's got a second to come in
Just
here.
Make her shit herself. We'll keep talking until she shits
Tell her to come in here for a
pants.
second. And get a recorder going down the hall. All right, she's coming in real fast. We got Belle Knox coming in a few minutes, too. Lady Di.
Lady Di, how you doing?
Okay. All
Just a
right.
quick update.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
on
yeah.
the microphone.
You all right?
Man,
What's going on with
I
you?
might have to.
Why? What's going on?
I might have to go to the. I run to the bathroom
Your
again. I might
eyes
have
are
to-
running
Why do I
like a
have to,
fucking cocker
tell
spaniel.
everybody.
Well, we just want to know how you doing. We're a little. Did you
Okay.
eat your breakfast?
Huh? No, not yet.
Where is it?
It's in there.
You got to eat, Lady Di. We're actually
You haven't eaten for 2 days. You should be hungry.
I'm not hungry.
we're worried about you. You got to eat. You haven't eaten since Sunday, and you've had a lot
You're
of
gonna
beer
have to
since
force it.
Yeah, okay.
And your body is just.
What are
getting
you
rid of all
grabbing?
duties.
She's holding her.
What are you holding?
I'm trying to talk to you.
No.
What are you doing?
She's holding her pee tunnel.
Oh boy, I'm holding my stomach.
Yeah.
Is that where?
Get over there. Talk to the mic. We can't hear you.
What's going on? Why are you holding your
We're a little worried
stomach?
about you here.
I'm all right. I'm right.
You feel
Yeah.
like,
I'm okay.
You feel like the runs are coming?
Is it percolating? Is it? What? You getting a
Yeah.
little cramping?
Yeah.
You're cramping up?
Yeah. Well, can I go to the bathroom?
Well,
You can do
we
what you
just
want. You're an
wanted to
adult.
talk to you
Yeah,
a
we
little
just
bit.
wanted-
Chatting with you.
We want to have a little chat with you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's
All right, Sam, why don't you walk her to the bathroom and
just
record
for a minute,
her?
please.
I don't know if we can record in the bathroom, to be
I
honest
don't know
with you.
if anything's going to happen.
Can you wait a little while? We want to talk to you.
I feel-
Can you wait a half hour?
Huh? What?
Can you wait a half hour?
No,
All right, hurry back because we
Bring
want
your
you.
colada.
I can't wait a half hour. No, I'm not taking that to the bathroom.
bring it in the bathroom.
No way. I don't
Just-
bring food in the bathroom. You don't do stuff like that.
All right, that would be
Sam,
crazy.
recorder's going to the bathroom. We're going to take a break. Belle Knox will be in studio next. She's the one that was paying for tuition
nice.
at Duke by doing porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belle Knox is lovely. I hope we have a camera in here and videotape this lovely
Yes,
young lady.
please.
Yes, we'll do that next. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
Where's Belle Knox?
Where's Belle Knox?
Why am I looking at E-Rock and
Yeah,
Sam?
what the fuck?
No Belle Knox.
Looking at E-Rock.
Duke University's Triple X Vixen.
She's going to be at headquarters, huh?
Yeah, she'll be at headquarters here in New York City,
Damn.
West 38th Street,
Say
9 o'clock tonight or thereafter.
They're smart, man. They get a lot of these headline-grabbing girls. They're really smart.
They certainly do.
And of course, Belle Knox started porn to pay for her tuition at Duke.
And Roland was all, he's very, very tiny, very small. He's cute, cutie. It's like, yeah, well, obviously.
And we got some really good Lady Di updates. That's all I'll say right now.
Jesus Christ.
After the Belle Knox interview, we'll
Belle Knox is sexy, man.
we'll go back to Lady Di.
She's part Indian. She looks Indian. I'm going to guess
Oh, yeah?
American Indian.
No, yeah.
Native American or?
You think?
Yep. What do you think? Indian? She's half Indian.
Could be Indian, dude.
Oh. Well, doesn't
She's
she have
half
a big
Indian.
badge? It's a bit of a meaty one, right?
I think.
Like a nice one.
Yeah.
That's American Indian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because American Indians got the
Always.
big papoose.
They really do. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Some of those warrior dances or something.
Of course.
I love them.
That's where the young come from.
When I hear a girl say, like, yeah, I'm half French, half Native American, I leak clear stuff.
You just know.
Yeah, it sounds like a sink.
You just know it's going to be a big fucking meaty.
With that combination,
Yeah.
what are you? Well, I'm Polish, French, and Native American. I'll fly you here. I don't even need to see your face or head.
You know it's going to be a good one, huh?
Yeah, Polish girls are sexy too, man. I like Polish girls a lot.
Do you get all disappointed when you see a little bird-like vag?
As disappointed as they do when they're asked to go home. But I thought we were going to... No, that's not the plan.
Chirp, chirp.
I find out before.
How do you find out?
We talk about it.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing to do.
It doesn't have to be tiny, gigantic. I can have it.
No, I wouldn't imagine it would have.
But I don't like it
gigantic.
completely minuscule.
Right. Oh my God, she's tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
They
my
bring her
God,
in.
she's a tiny little thing.
Are they bringing her in?
Come on in.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, Belle? Belle Knox.
Take a seat.
Welcome to
Pull
the
up
show.
a chair. How you doing? Ooh, pretty busy girl.
I'm just turning it off.
Oh, it's okay. We don't care. Wow. courtesy nobody else gives us in here, turning their phones off.
Right.
Yeah, take a seat. We're actually on the air. It happens every time. Yeah. On the air.
How's it going?
How are you?
What's going on?
Did you guys watch her on Dr. Drew?
Of course.
Sure.
Dr. Drew, I caught the first interview there on Piers.
He wants to bite
a fun one.
What does he want to bite a cyanide capsule?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said if he were my father, he'd be biting down on a cyanide capsule, and then he laughed.
Right.
Yeah, huh?
And then you went out to dinner with your father.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Her father, who's a veteran. And a doctor.
My father, who's a veteran, actually.
So he did. He went out to dinner with your dad.
No, I went out to dinner.
Oh, I was going to say, wait a minute.
I thought you meant Dr. Drew did
That would be
too.
hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was Dr. Drew.
That would have been amazing.
That's sick fuck.
Yeah.
It was a horrible, horrible joke that, honestly, as a doctor, his responsibility to me, first and foremost, I think, was as a doctor.
Yeah.
And to, imply that my father should commit suicide, or that it was so embarrassing to be related to me that,
yeah.
It's horrible.
Why was he saying that, though? Was it just like, hey, if you find out your daughter's doing adult movie, it's hard, or was he trying to be a dick?
They were talking about my family,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that comment, so.
How are things with the family?
Things are great, actually.
Yeah.
My mother, is conservative, so there's obviously that cultural struggle for her about pornography, but she's been really supportive and loving, and as well as my father.
Yeah.
Are they trying to dig up money for your college now?
No, they're just trying to be emotionally here for me.
Right.
Yeah. It seems like it's past the point of just money at this point, right? You enjoy what you do.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoy what I do, and at this point, it's not just the money. It's I think I actually have made kind of a cultural statement, and I'm seeing now that I actually can break down some barriers for how we treat sex workers.
Yeah, sex workers kind of get treated really lousy and looked down on, and you don't want to stop doing it.
I was the first porn star to ever go on The View. So that just says, I'm breaking down those barriers, those walls between the mainstream and porn.
Well, you're kind of a different. You're kind of different than most adult film actresses.
She's a gender studies major.
But it's But it's obviously you don't want on The View. They don't want hey, some drugged out fucking bubblehead that goes on, and because that's the image everybody has.
The image, but that's totally not what most porn girls are like. I feel like they pick those girls on purpose to make us other.
Well, they're entertaining, is what they are.
Right.
It's all show business.
That, right?
It's all show business.
Are you going back to Duke? I know you're taking some time off.
Yeah, I took a week and a half off, just because being there was too stressful for me.
Right.
But I'm coming back.
You are.
I am.
I was hoping. I was assuming, I should say, that Duke was trying to figure out how to keep you away. Hello.
Oh, just so far. Duke was trying to keep you out, or no?
No, not the Duke administration, but the students have absolutely been trying to.
Ew, what little fucking douches.
There's a petition. There's multiple petitions going around to get me kicked out.
You should have seen all of this.
By the students and not the administrators?
It's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
I bet it's chicks, right? It's girls.
It's frat guys.
A lot of guys.
Frat guys? Why
frat guys?
What is their problem?
Why is it frat guys?
Because they're all a bunch of moes anyway.
Yeah, there was a bunch of parody accounts that were saying that they were going to throw trash on her and that she should slit her wrists.
Jesus.
And that it was just amazing, the number. I've been able to get some of them shut down via Twitter.
What do you think, frat guys' problems would be with you doing that?
Okay, well, just to explain, and I mean absolutely no offense by this, but I think that a lot of the... I think that when you have a school like Duke, you have a lot of this male white privilege, and that translates into this culture of entitlement and men feeling entitled to women's bodies, basically.
Why would you think they'd be mad at you for that, though? Why would they be?
Yeah, why would they care?
It's a culture of slut shaming that we have on college campuses. We have the walk of shame.
Yeah.
It's so it's so deeply ingrained in kind of college culture.
Who's the guy that, like, there's one guy who like, I didn't mind, I thought they gave that one guy, even though he might be a douche, a hard time. Because, like, if you're a young guy and you know a girl who does porn, you're going to tell everybody you know, because it's just kind of hot and cool. Like, I know this girl who does adult movies.
People just like to talk.
You never meet a girl who does that, much less know her. But, like, how did you know this guy?
Actually, we were friends. He actually tutored me, like, quite a bit in math class.
Had he hit on you?
No, he hadn't, but,
He wanted to. That's probably
I don't know,
what
the
problem
screen
was.
grabs that you showed me, I thought he tried to kiss you or something.
well, what had
I feel like you're
happened-
covering for him a
I
little
am
bit.
covering
yeah.
for him. I mean,
she's a nice girl. You have no idea.
I don't want him to get bullied, but I mean, you know, what happened was we were on our way to kind of like a party, and he kind of confronted me because he was suspicious I was doing porn, and I confirmed that I was doing porn, and we pinky swore on it, and he promised me he wouldn't tell anybody.
Oh, God.
And then
I didn't know you pinky swore.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
He broke a pinky swore?
How dare
Oh,
he?
my, contracts are one thing, but a pinky swear
a
is...
pinky swear, it's like
Believe
really
in pinky swears?
It all depends on where the pinky was.
Oh,
It's a different kind of.
yeah, but
One in the stink.
we got to the party, and let's just say he wasn't in the right state of mind.
Here's
He
John.
tried-
Wait, but how did he figure out that you might be in porn?
He had watched her.
But, yeah, but where? Like, how
I
did?
think that it was because I was
Because you
on,
said he was suspicious, so he wasn't even sure that you were in porn.
I was on a pretty popular website for, I guess, college guys. I didn't know it, but I was on this website called Fucktard18.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, of
You've heard
course.
of it?
Wait, fucked hard or fucked hard?
Fucktard.
Fucked-
Like, I got fucked hard.
Oh, fucked hard. All right, that sounds...
Oh, I thought you said fuck tard.
Fuck tard.
It's like,
I was like, I've never heard
it's
of
like
fuck
Bobo.
tard.
Absolutely. I
He's a fucktard.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a real-
buying fucktard.com right now.
Yeah.
And
There's some money to be made with that one.
It was embarrassing because actually in the Fucktard 18 video, I told like a story of me like dressing up at Halloween and getting shit faced and then hooking up with a guy. So it was like so like probably that guy saw the video, but yeah. Anyway.
So he confronted you, and you said you'd never tell anybody, and then was he drunk when he told people?
I'm not going to verify that.
Or
But
do you think he might have
Yeah,
been?
he was drunk. I'll verify.
Yeah. He.
That happens. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It was also rush week, so you know everybody was drinking. But and then he tried kissing me. I denied him, and then
Why'd you deny him? You didn't like him?
he's my friend. You know what I mean? He was
Oh,
my
you know
tutor.
how bad that is for that guy.
Oh,
It's like,
God.
look, you're fucking guys in this video.
Right.
I'm your friend. Fuck me.
Just
Right.
kiss me.
Totally,
And
yeah.
you wouldn't even kiss me?
You realize this is like the nightmare of a guy being friend zoned.
Right.
This is the
Totally.
ultimate worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very rare you want to actually be a friend.
It's
You know,
hard. It's hard
be
to with a
friends
hot
with
girl.
woman, right?
Yeah, we said we'll
Or
be friends
girl.
with you, but it's
No, you're always
it's
trying
hard.
to figure it
It's
out.
really
See,
hard.
that's kind of creepy though. I hate when I've had that happen to me where I became super good friends with a guy, and then like 5 years into our friendship, he goes, "Yeah, I've been in love with you this whole time."
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
But you like women, I think, get used to like didn't you kind of sense like you guys will block out the obvious signals like because you don't want to lose the friendship and
Yeah, totally. Or we'll like deflect it with comments.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever need to talk, he's not treating you right.
The white knight syndrome. Yeah.
Belle, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so yesterday you were talking about how like rough blowjobs really turn you on.
Yes.
So if he would have asked you if he could like fuck your face in like a forceful, rough manner, would you then have been like, oh, maybe I should give this guy another look? Would you have thought he was? Would you have thought like, oh man, he's got confidence? He just
That
asked
actually
me.
would have upset me even more.
Oh,
Really?
man.
Just because I wasn't, I have no attraction to him. I didn't like, I don't like him like that. If it were a hot guy and he was like, I want to fuck your face right now, I'd be like, bathroom now. But like, I wasn't attracted to him.
So you think
Bathroom? Have you really done that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hey, do you think that he told on you because he was pissed off at you? Do you think he was like, well, fuck her, then I'll just blow her secret
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Was that like a cock block move?
Fuck yes.
But wait, I have a funny story to tell about the whole bathroom thing.
let's hear
Yes.
it. Please.
When I was,
Do tell.
She has really good face fucking stories. That's why I brought her
I
up.
love a good face fucking story.
when
I'm
I
like
was-
her hot, dirty stepmom.
Oh my god, yeah. When I was in high school, my boyfriend well, he's not my ex. We volunteered at a like a little preschool type thing as teachers' aides.
Yeah.
The stalls in the bathroom were about this big for little kids.
Yeah.
And so it was recess time, and we went to the little boys' bathroom stalls. He's 6'7", and so his head was like poking out.
Jesus Christ, what a monster!
And then I just like got to my knees and sucked his dick in like a
Whoa.
preschool bathroom.
In a
with the door
preschool
open.
bathroom.
Yeah.
What a trooper.
So did that turn
You're
you
just
on?
a joy.
Oh, it was so hot.
Joy.
Wow.
That was fucking.
I think it's safe to say you're a delight.
I'm confused by the tuition angle, though. It seems like you were going to go into porn no matter what. So why tell everyone that you went into porn to pay for college?
I mean, I absolutely disagree that I would have gone into porn to do something else. I mean, I think that it just, all it is, you know, if I hadn't needed the money, I would have never looked into porn. That's not to say that porn was desperate or something I did. You know,
Honestly,
out of
I can
last
say
resort.
that every woman I've ever talked to, when they think about money, they immediately think about sex work. I've had this conversation with conservative.
Stripping.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, I think I might have too much cellulite to strip, but like, I don't know. Like,
It's really a thought for all women that they think
I
of
have had this conversation with the most conservative women, and they always think, oh, yeah, worst case, you know, porn, stripping.
It's fast, it's easy
Absolutely.
money, everybody knows.
Yeah.
But did you go to your parents at any time and say, look, I'm thinking of doing this so I can pay for college?
Actually,
or?
I kind of did hint at it with
Yeah.
my parents when they were like, you know, you need to take out loans. I kind of like half jokingly was like, well, I'm going to have to do some illegal things then to pay for my college.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did you ever do any privates, like, or was it always on film, or did you try to make money on the side too?
Well, those private collection type of videos, to any girl who's listening to this and who's been kind of asked to do something like that, I would say be very cautious about it. But I mean, personally, just for me, I feel uncomfortable doing things like that, or even just doing like POV scenes. It makes me feel personally uncomfortable. I like having the crew around me to make sure that, like, you know, there's no abuses, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable to be like in a one-on-one session, you know, with somebody in there.
She actually has boundaries and standards and and a defined no list.
Everybody has those.
No one over 35.
What's your?
Oh shit!
I know.
Well, that hurts.
There's a reason behind
What's your
that.
note? Why?
I know her.
Why? Yeah.
I feel like I'm fucking my father.
Wow.
35.
That's exactly the reason that they like it. But yeah.
There's some
But you would make an exception, right, if the guy was really hot?
Oh, fuck yeah.
There you go.
But I mean, it's just like I feel as though I'm having sex with my father, and it makes me
I'm gonna
uncomfortable.
go home and hug my daughter.
We all have our boundaries.
Having a panic attack.
I saw that.
Mandy, how do you know her?
So she wrote a story for XO Jane. She's written 2 stories. She wrote one where she was
And
anonymous.
you're on XO Jane, obviously.
Yeah,
Yes.
and those stories have been the most traffic we've ever had. This
Right.
girl's like a rock star. So the first one was anonymous. She said, I'm the Duke porn star. And, you know, every single person who tweeted that story, they were like, this woman is a rock star, because some of the things that she said were like, I know it's going to make you guys vomit, but like she said things like patriarchy fears female sexuality. And so she appealed to all of these highbrow and lowbrow people, which like that crossover doesn't normally happen with porn stars. And then the second one, she outed herself. And then today she has a story actually distancing herself from, I'm just going to say, from facial abuse, which was her first experience. Have you guys watched Facial Abuse?
No.
I've been a victim of it.
Oh, goodness.
We should screen that immediately.
I've watched a lot of dark porn in my time. I have never watched as dark a porn as on this site. They showed close-ups of where, when she was younger, she had done cutting. They said she was fat. Like, it is a mind-fucking site.
Wow.
It's just misogyny.
But in their, you know,
in their defense, I know you're the nicest person in the world, Belle.
Okay, the first thing is I want to say that doing that article for XO Jane was by far my best decision in this whole situation. It was a game changer because it showed people that I was actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Such a good decision. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to write it. And, I mean, as far as the whole facial abuse thing, I completely agree that, I mean, the principle behind the website, it's like, we have freedom of speech in America.
Yeah.
But
you had hand signals of consent.
We did, but I mean, I've actually now afterwards, now that I've researched into the website, I'm reading these testimonies from women who went on it,
right?
And a lot of the women, it appears that they weren't as consensual as I was.
Yeah, you were playing a role.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, the principle of the website, you know, the mind fuckingness, that's free speech, man. But it's like if they're not treating the performers right, then that's what I have an issue.
So there's a lot of choking, fucking gagging,
it's
smacking.
Not just that, they like. There's scenes where like they literally will make fun of the girl for being molested as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's
like they get in your head.
What I don't understand. Like I'm like Max Hardcore, guy like Paul something. His name is Paul Little, I think. He started a lot of that whole thing.
Max Hardcore was the guy who was involved. Exactly. Yeah. He was associated with facial abuse.
Because he sent it to the wrong place, like in Tampa, I think. And that was they get you on these weird crimes where it's mail fraud or like or whatever.
Trafficking.
What did he do?
He would do like the whole where he would pretend girls were underage. He would actually pretend they were underage,
right?
And he would fuck them. His dick wasn't that big though, so he would. But it wasn't like he would fuck them in the mouth really hard or in the you little cunt. Like he was like that type of guy. But it wasn't real. Like what you're saying is they're making fun of a girl for being molested. That's a different thing. This was obviously just a guy being really dirty.
Yeah, we got a question coming in from Matt about this very topic. Matt in Connecticut, what's up?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hi.
Hi. I watched one of those rough face fucking scenes. This guy with tattoos is beating all over you. Please tell me that was a lot of acting more than anything else.
What of the cock? I mean, what?
No,
acting?
The guy was slapping you around.
Oh, me crying. Yeah. Well, just. There were times during the scene where it was like too much and I said stop and they immediately stopped, but like I mean it was acting, you know what I mean? Like it sounds crazy, but I did genuinely enjoy, you know, getting my face fucked and I felt totally exhilarated afterwards.
Well, and were you weeping or were your eyes watering because the
wasn't
cock was so deep down your throat?
From like sadness. I was crying because when you have like a 9-inch piece of flesh like shoved down your throat, like you're gonna cry.
Wow, that was a great statement. Sir, can you stop talking so I can just enjoy what she just said for one moment?
He's got a follow-up question, though.
I know. Hold on, Morley Safer. I'm fucking enjoying that.
Wow.
And I mean, if you look at, you know, my face when he's like, you're fat, I look more annoyed than I look offended. I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
But what's the attraction to saying that? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is it? What is it?
They're trying to degrade me.
They're trying to break her.
They're trying
psychologically.
To break me.
I think there's a small portion of guys out there that enjoy watching that shit.
I don't get it.
It's so niche.
I don't really like the psychology. When I watch rough sex porn, I like the girl just to like get her face fucked and.
Yeah.
It's like I don't I don't want to hear some chick being made fun of for being molested. Like that's horrible.
That would be a fucking rod wrecker.
That's a boner killer.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to like what the fuck is that about?
Because then you start to like all of your guilt comes up and you're like, what the fuck? I just wanted to, you know.
Well, I don't want to think so much.
Well,
I just want to see nudity and fucking.
How would they know that?
How would they know about?
If you were molested, how would they know that?
What they do before the scene? Oh, did this person have a follow-up question?
Oh, I hung up on him.
Oh, did he? Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
You're so lovely,
Anyway,
though. Yeah.
Well, what they do before the scene is they'll sit you down and they say, okay, so this is what's going to happen in the scene. These are your hand signals. This is what, you know, you put your hand up if you want to stop. And then they ask you like questions about kind of your life. What happened for me was I was very guarded going in there because I didn't want them to say anything personal. But as soon as I took my clothes off, they noticed the scars on my leg.
Where on your legs are they?
They're just right here on my left thigh. And they noticed the scars on my leg, and the first thing they said was, "Those are cutting scars." And I was like, "No, they're my cat." But
that's a fucking leopard.
And then they said, "Well, why did you cut?" And I just kind of made up. I was like, "Well, I mean, like I thought I was fat or something." And they were like, "Okay, we'll go with that." Like they get into your head.
Why did you?
I cut because I was 13 or 12 and 13 years old, and I was just really, really depressed with my life. And I mean, to anybody out there who's listening right now, I think just, you know, you should find inspiration in the fact that I was a cutter and I have scars on my body, but I'm still, you know, I'm a successful, you know, model, you know.
And you're 5 years clean. And when you look at famous cutters, it's everyone from Princess Diana to what's the one who's the huge Disney Demi Lovato? I mean, it is so common nowadays for women to try and take control of depression and self-hate by doing self-harm. It's like so on the rise. It's scary.
Why were you doing, like, what was it about? Because I did it when I was a young teenager. Believe me, my ex-girlfriend told me I was an emo lesbian when I was a teenager. I was fucking awful.
I totally resent those characterizations of people who cut as emos. But
yeah, me too.
I mean,
I didn't like that either. Fair enough. We're a good couple.
It was a way to kind of like feel like more alive, if that makes sense. And I totally don't recommend it to anybody. Like, don't do it. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, you should talk to somebody, call a helpline.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you?
Well, there's a phone call that I just want to take really fast. A guy from Canada. James, go ahead.
Hey. I just want to say I believe I speak for the majority of guys right now. I am officially walking into work with a boner.
Yay!
It's great. Hope you don't work at that school that they...
He's a first grade teacher.
I know that bathroom. How did you, because a rough blowjob is a really hard thing to get a girl to do. They scare me. Like, I'm always worried there's going to be, like, a mishap. So how did you know that you liked that? Like, did a guy do that to you and you're like, wow, I'm kind of responding to this?
When I was like, 12 and I started watching porn.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Belle.
Yeah, I know, exactly. No, slow down. Oh, wait, okay.
So I write about this in my the XO Jane article that's coming out today. Ever since I was little, I have no idea why, I've always just been super attractive to rough sex. I would have I write about this, but I would have my friends.
And just the idea of something different and masochism. You used to, want to be put in a dog cage when you were a little kid. Like, it was exciting to you.
When I would
but
play
you
house
did not
with
have,
my friends.
clarify that you didn't have sex when you were 12. You just were looking at porn when you were 12. Like most kids today.
You have, your sexual urges. When when I was a kid and I would play house with my friends, I would be like, I want to be the dog. You should lock me in the dog cage. You know what I mean? And
sexy. I mean, I get it. I mean,
what I want to know what it was, because I'm interested in that, because I've known a lot of men that have had that fetish with dominatrixes, but I've never met a woman. I'm sure that had that. What was it about being like so? Was it the fact that you'd be being ignored that was hot, or what was it that was really hot about that?
It was being helpless. That was like so super hot to me. And I think that the thing about blowjobs that like maybe makes it so hot for me is I'm like an assertive person. I speak my mind, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of like, okay, this sounds so bad, but it's kind of like, it's like being shut up in a way, you know what I mean? Like, I have this, like, big dick in my mouth. Nobody can hear the smart things I have to say, and it's super fucking hot.
Is it like, that's really sexy?
I get it. Yeah.
It's like you're just like a whole.
The thing is, like, I went to Northwestern, that's probably not as good as Duke, but like I'm a kind of over ambitious. You were a debate club champion. I think when you're a type A super achiever kind of woman, to have the contrast of being like face fucked and told to shut up with a cock is very relaxing when the rest of the time you're out conquering the world. The same way that like a CEO business guy likes to be whipped by a dominatrix. It's just a different role.
Yeah, that's cool.
What about your upbringing? Was there anything in your upbringing that led you to some of these things, or was it pretty much normal? You can't think of anything?
Absolutely not. My parents were absolutely incredible. They always prioritized my education. They always told me, they always instilled in me that I needed to go to college. So I had really, really great parents. I had a great family.
And no tragic events outside the home or anything?
No, not when I was a child, but yeah.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I do.
Older, younger?
I have an older brother and an older sister.
How much older?
My brother's 5 years older, and my sister's like 2.
Okay. Do you guys get along?
There's a clash kind of between my sister and I because she's very like Catholic and conservative. Yeah.
That would do it.
So.
What about you and your brother?
How many fights a day does your brother get in now?
No, me and my brother are great.
Jesus.
I don't mean with you.
No, he's super supportive. But, when I did have, like, my first boyfriend, he was like, if he hurts you, I swear, you know what I mean? But, yeah. They're great, though.
So her father, who's in New York, I have to say, is, like, the cutest, nerdy dad that you've ever met. And I think that like his open-mindedness and his intelligence. I mean, he's a doctor who just came back from Afghanistan.
Right.
I think that when you have parents like that, it leads you to have an open mind, because you have almost a more open mind than I do. I mean, you were telling me, you say these things about how sex workers shouldn't be marginalized, and it blows me away that you're saying this as an 18-year-old, and that you basically told Sherry Shepherd to shut the fuck up on The View yesterday.
Really? How did that go?
Well, Sherry's really bright.
Wait.
I hate to see that happen. She's terrific.
Oh, I hate that beach ball. What did she say to you? How did it go down?
Well, what happened was...
Oh, she's the worst.
Sherry said
God,
she
I
wanted
hate
to get
her.
her word in. She hadn't said anything the whole time. She
Right.
wanted to get her word in, and she just was like, my heart hurts for you. My heart hurts that you have to sell your body for money. First of all, I'm not selling my body. I'm selling an experience.
Yeah, girl.
But it was and then everybody clapped, and it's like...
yeah, she just said she was the most like just caricature of a concerned troll. She was like, I just have to say my heart is breaking. My heart is breaking.
She's just a dummy.
Probably because she's overweight.
Then give me money, and we'll be... If your heart is breaking so bad for me, then pay my tuition.
Right.
And then...
And it's bullshit, by the way. This whole sell your body thing. Well, football players wind up having concussions, and they have arthritis, and those are people that are selling their bodies. How come no one's crying that they're selling their bodies?
What about selling your soul to a bank for 20 years to pay off, hundreds of thousands of dollars in college debt?
Holy shit.
I like a nice... I think sex workers get shit on, though, and it's an easy target.
Yeah.
Oh, she fucks for money. Like, so what? Like, I hate the way sex workers get
I'm just
treated.
getting money for doing something that every other girl, does or wants to do.
Now, if you had your tuition paid, would you leave porn, or...
I wouldn't
kinda in it now?
necessarily say that. I mean... I love to invest. I love to save, my money. But I mean, the bottom line is, I'll quit whenever I want to. If there's any time and point where I don't feel comfortable doing porn anymore, I'll stop immediately.
You like the fame, though. It's got to be kind of cool, right?
I mean, it's kind of really frightening, but it's kind of awesome to have these guys in high school who never gave me the time of day and who were assholes to me be like, oh, hey, what's up, Belle? And it's like, okay.
I also just want to say a lot of people think that this was all a manufactured stunt and controversy, and it took a lot of convincing for her to do an article, and it was only anonymous, and I've seen all the screen grabs of her begging that guy to not out her. So this is actually not a case of... It would have been brilliant if you did do it that way, but it's not a case of a stunt.
It was completely accidental.
Yeah.
Where sometimes these weird things just happen to me in my life, and I just am like, okay, I'll go with it.
Like the face fucking in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You really are a go with the flow type of person. I respect that. Do you think that did most of the interviews you've done, whether it was I didn't see the Piers interview, but are most of them coming at you from that fucking predictable oh, that's terrible that you're doing that? Oh.
Absolutely. Except for The View, where Whoopi Goldberg, I got it right on from Whoopi Goldberg, who's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, she's all right.
But
and Gayle King.
Yeah, Gayle King.
Black women love you.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But every show I've been on, I feel has been like, why are you doing porn? And even all the hosts of the show have made offhanded comments. Piers made a comment. He was joking to his producer between the shots about, oh, your daughter just called me. She's doing porn now, And then Dr. Drew with his fucking cyanide capsule comment.
Yeah.
But, I do understand that, it's not necessarily the views of the host or whatever. It's just they're reflecting the views of what they think other people think.
Then they're fake. Then they're phony.
Yeah.
That's not what their job is, to reflect the views.
Totally.
Their job is to have an honest discussion with you. And the fact that so many guys jack off to porn and then attack it just makes you nuts.
Yeah, jacking off with one hand and then typing out death threats.
Well, that could be a fetish. I mean, let's be honest. Some wacko likes that.
Let me say hi to Mike in Queens. Mike, we're talking to Belle Knox. What's up, Mikey?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Okay, so, Bill, I saw that facial abuse video you did, and I think it was before or after the shoot. The guy asked you a question, and he said, look, you're in college, and you think it's unfair. You see the worldview as males being favored in society. Then he asks you, turns it around, he says, well, women are paid more in porn. But then you said you didn't see a problem with that. What's up with that?
That guy was a total asshole who was extremely harassing to me before and after the scene. and actually leaked very personal information about me during that entire situation.
Wait, was he the guy filming you or the guy you were having sex with?
He was both.
Okay.
Both, but there was actually another person around. But I mean, to answer your question, I think that I was totally put on the spot. I think that, but at the same time, I think that, you know, this might sound, you know, controversial, but I think that men aren't necessarily always the focal point when it comes to pornography.
Absolutely.
And I think that women sometimes are more of like a commodity. Well, that sounds very bad to say, but it's like it's harder to get like a woman to do porn than it is to get like a man to do porn. But you're totally right, and I think that I should have researched it more before.
No, you're right. No, sorry, you're not right, because people buy porn for women.
Yeah.
Nobody buys it for the guy, so financially, it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
Why do tall people get hired to play basketball more than fucking short people?
I think it's just economics. It comes down to economics, but I definitely understand, you know, what people are saying, that it, you know, if you want equality, then it should be equality. You know, I get that, but I think it's economics and it's what people want. You know.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it kind of seems like a double standard.
She just
want equality everywhere except for porn.
She just answered, but sorry, it's a commodity thing. She just answered that.
Yeah, but it's also, you know, a matter of capitalism. You know, I wouldn't want a woman who can't. He also brought up the idea of, do you think that a woman who can't lift 50 pounds should be able to work at a warehouse? And I said no, she shouldn't have even gotten hired for it. So it's like a balance of, you know, capitalism and also like, you know, feminism and I guess like fairness. You know, you can't always have. You know, it's like you do what's best, like, economically and for you for capitalism, while also, like, taking the humanity of the people into account.
What lame shit to be talking about on a porn.
I know!
It's like, who is this dummy? No, not you. The guy is like...
I know.
Like, shut up and fuck.
Any arousal that I had from earlier in this interview is gone.
It's a valid question.
Say something about face fucking
But he
again.
could have said it quickly. He could have just said it quickly, but then you answered it. He went back to it in a slow delivery. By the way, Belle will be tonight. If you want to see her tonight, she's really, really nice and sweet in person. Headquarters, which is 552 West 38th Street, which is a great place. They always get like these girls who are like in the news and really hot, and it's great.
Right.
So you can get there at 9 o'clock. Headquarters, great club here.
And you're going to dance for the first time, right?
I'm doing all these new exciting things. Like, actually, the other day, so this is, you know, this is kind of like my first time, you know, doing stripping, and it's going to be freaking amazing. But the other day I actually went to, you know, Doc Johnson, and I got the cast made for my new sex toy line. So that was really new.
Wow, you really fucking are taking the bull by the horn.
Man.
Yeah.
What's the sex toy?
Shit.
You're going to, it's basically a pocket pussy, and then my mouth and my ass.
Aww.
And I'm an anal virgin, by the
Collectible.
way,
Whoa.
people. And
Someone tried, right? But it hurt too much.
Someone tried, and I was like, get out of there.
So the mouth, it's like a pocket mouth?
Yeah, they made a cast.
You're a 00. That's your size.
Yeah,
I mean, you're the most petite.
She's tiny.
But I have the fattest pussy lips you'll ever see.
I did see that, by the way.
Jimmy's a fan.
There's nothing
Jimmy's
that makes
a big
me
fan of
happier.
the big pussy lips.
Yeah, I could actually overlook a severed head if the vagina is really big. Now, it says here you're Indian. Are you American Indian? Or Indian Indian? It says half.
I think it's probably politically incorrect to refer
Doesn't
to
matter.
Native
But, yeah, but
Americans as Indian.
it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean, American Indian.
Yeah, I mean, East Indian.
Okay,
yes.
so you're from India.
Yeah.
Okay.
On your mom's side.
On my mom's side, yeah.
Because usually American Indian women have very large pussy lips. It's a quality. French girls do. It's just a great. Trust me, I've studied this shit. And now when I saw that, I was so happy. I would never lie to you about
I actually
that.
dated a Native American.
Girl or guy?
A guy,
Okay.
actually. He was 6'7". He was fucking tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Belle is a 3 on the Kinsey scale.
I am.
So
What's that mean?
She's as attracted to men as she is to women.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Bob Levy. He's a comedian friend of ours. Bobby.
Hey, how you doing? She sounds very intelligent for her age and that. I was just wondering, like, do you like to get, like, choked in that during sex? And you into rough stuff, like getting smacked around?
Yeah, I mean, totally. I love getting, like, I do. I mean, I love, like, a guy just, like, kind of holding me down and just, like, choking me, kind of almost to the point of me passing out, but then, like, not really.
But if it's consensual, obviously.
Totally.
Yeah,
and then, you know, I like the bondage.
I seen your video with the, you know, you had all the loads on your face. It sort of looked like there was a giant jellyfish, like, taped to your face. There was so much cum on there. What I would love to do...
We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
choke you with my cock and throw you through my window. Are you in this?
Oh God.
Thank you, Bob
I'm gonna
Levy.
go with no.
Thank you.
That would not.
But I want to say, actually, if you want to see more of that kind of thing, actually, this is. I've only done really one rough scene, and it was the facial abuse one. But I literally just filmed a threesome with me and 2 other guys, where I'm wearing a collar and I'm wearing handcuffs, and the scene's coming out soon. It's for my movie, my new movie. But
Look
what's
at
it
you!
called?
You
It's
are
called-
all over the place.
You guys need to watch it. It's so
But
fucking
what's the movie
kinky.
called?
It's
You don't have
called
to-
Real College Girls.
You don't have to tell me.
And you are a real college girl.
Well,
yeah.
Watch it.
Well, young lady, I think you got your 3rd year paid off now.
Yes.
Watch
I'll
it.
try.
And you have a place to stay in New York. I won't even be there. I'll just let you have my apartment.
We got Lady Di walking down the hall. I think she wants to ask us one question as we wrap up the interview with
Jesus.
Belle Knox.
She's someone we've known for many
Yeah.
years, and she's our intern this week.
How many scenes have you filmed to date there, Belle?
Okay.
I'd say probably anywhere from 25 to 30 scenes.
And about how much you get per?
It really changes the more that you're willing to do. So I get between 1,200 to 1,500.
Right.
And guys, the guys I think probably make a lot less.
I think they make 800.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
really sure what they make.
Yeah.
What are you, Di? You're talking. We're doing something. You're yapping into the radio. What are you doing? Fucking moron.
Poor Lady Di.
Sorry.
Don't be alarmed.
Would you
Don't be
ever do?
alarmed.
Would you ever get
We'll
like
never do that
you would
much,
get like a phone sex thing where people pay X amount an hour for a minute to talk to you?
Oh my God, I'd love to.
You could
I
just talk about white male privilege, and guys could jack
Your
off.
white male privilege totally turns me on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can totally do the whole phone sex thing, but sometimes guys get super corny. Okay, this one time I was hooking up with this guy, and he was rubbing my pussy or whatever. We were doing foreplay, and I said talk dirty to me, and he goes, how often do you shave your vagina?
Oh, that's not a
Very
good...
hot. Ask a logistical question.
It sounds like something
Good,
a
yes.
physician would
Yeah, exactly.
ask.
Hey, did you hit any traffic on I-80? So what did you say?
I was like, I have to go. No, I was just like every day.
Now that your lips are big and long, or are they thick and long?
They're thick and long, and when I thought I was younger, I thought there was something wrong with it. They're so big, but
Jeez.
they're just more fun to play with.
Yeah, I think that's really a
lick.
great quality in a person.
Yeah,
I think that's fantastic.
It's good. It's a quality of my personality, really.
Oh,
Did
it's
you
hot.
put that on your Duke application essay?
I did.
Yeah.
Humongous pussy lips.
Good.
God, she's the best. Nothing makes me happier. Can you not wear certain thongs because they kind of bulge out in them?
Yeah, actually, that's totally true. And when I vibrate, even bigger.
See, I like that. I like when you if I'm just kind of talking to a girl, and you can't just say do you have big pussy lips? So I'll ask well, do you wear thongs? And if
Beef
they're
curtains.
No, well, I would love to just say that, but you can't. So I'm like, well, do you wear white thongs? If they're like, well, no, I can't. Then I'm like, oh.
Why can't you just say that? Just be like, yo, bitch, do you have beef? Don't
Yes.
say bitch, sorry.
No, but I understand what you mean. And in a perfect world,
Bitch
you're
is
right.
not respectful to women.
Don't say
that.
bossy either.
Most,
Remember.
yes,
Ban
yes.
bossy.
Most
Please.
women, if you say your pussy this big, they won't answer you. Believe me, in your world, I wish I could say that.
Are you a squirter, Belle?
I've squirted twice in my life. And it was in the parking lot of an amusement park.
Wow. It was a fun ride.
Yeah.
Action Park?
Yeah.
No, it's this place in Idaho called Silverwood.
From fucking or for oral sex?
No, he just put his finger inside me and went and tapped. It's where you put your finger inside
Yeah, a
and then
little
you just
Morse
tap.
code right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Squirted in his car?
Happened.
yeah, I squirted all over his.
Oh,
Yeah.
so fucking great.
I've had a girl squirt in my mouth while I was sucking another guy's dick.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
yeah.
How was that?
And
It
this
was
was just...
amazing.
Was she another Duke student, or?
No, she was. It was my scene with James Dean.
Oh, it was a scene. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, is that
Jenner.
just hanging out?
Girls
one
love
night?
him.
No.
Yeah.
You know what he does that's just amazing? Well, I had this chemistry with him, and then he was already amazing. We talked about feminism, and he was just this really great guy. We get on set, there's 6 people around us, and he whispers in my ear about how he wants to take me home and make me his sex slave. That's what he does. He's just incredible.
So you enjoyed him?
Yeah, he's like, seriously, I would marry him. He's amazing.
Yeah, women, he's like the hottest, like the biggest male porn star.
But you know what he did to you? I mean, that's the key for guys, is if they sexualize it immediately, women find that confident and attractive. I bet if the dorky frat guy had sexualized it immediately, you would have thought he was a lot hotter.
That guy didn't have a fucking chance in hell.
Yeah, exactly. She likes James Dean.
Here.
Yeah, that fucking guy has no shot at all with his dumb fucking backpack.
I've had guys say that to me before. They're like, guys who want to hook up with me, they're like, I don't know if I can compare to James Dean. I'm like, well, you can't. But
Have you banged anybody who's better than him?
No,
I
I think that. Well, I mean, I banged a guy who had like an 11-inch dick, but for a scene, yeah.
How was it? I saw that one.
Yeah,
well, that was the one you were on the crotchless thingy.
Yeah, they like.
Yeah.
He like ripped open my thing.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But I mean, James is just. He knows he's like a natural dom, and I'm a natural sub in sex, so it just was like this perfect synergy. It was amazing.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask, Di?
Di, what do you want to ask?
Uncomfortable. Well, into the mic, Diana.
I don't know what's going on.
Hold on, can I explain? Belle, that's Lady Di. She's a paid intern this week, and
Yes,
she
she's
also
working here.
She also
This week, like so.
just
she
this
works-
week. Trust me, we can't deal with her more
We've
than a
known
week.
her for probably.
And she's also a squirter. She's been squirting out her asshole all morning.
She has a bit of the runs.
She has the runs this morning. Oh, you're okay. Okay.
Yeah, for now, I'm all right.
Do you know who Belle Knox is, Lady
I
Di?
had the runs before.
Okay. Do you know?
How do you like being a porn star?
That's
a good question.
That's a good question.
I love being a porn star. I love my job.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anything else, Lady Di?
Hey, good to do that?
Yeah, I do get
Why,
paid.
you thinking of going into the business?
Maybe,
Yeah.
If she's getting $1,200 a scene, you would probably get $27 a scene.
Hey, O&A, do you remember that girl, Mindy?
That was a bomb.
I remember her.
That girl?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh,
she
Big
did
Mindy,
well.
yeah, she did. She's big girl porn.
You
Yeah.
remember that.
There was a magazine called Big Butt Magazine, I think.
Yeah.
And she was
I
a
love
model.
big butts.
She was a model in there. She was a friend of ours for a
For
while.
men or women or both?
Women. I love girls with curves, and I love girls with like big, amazing butts.
Are you able to make, we were talking about when you did my podcast, I was telling you about how I finger fucked a girl to orgasm because you were questioning
Yeah,
me.
you made me a little wet.
So
with
have
this,
you
but-
done that? Have you made women come?
Never.
Oh, Jimmy.
I'll say my name.
I mean, yeah, like that's the beauty of hooking up with a girl. They know, like, I hate when a guy is like rubbing my pussy and he just rubs the lips. No, dude, that's not gonna get me
Hell's
off.
that about?
There's something called a clit, and it's there for a reason. And I mean, like I know what a girl likes. I try my best, I guess.
If you're a guy and your neck muscles and wrists aren't hurting you when she comes, you're not doing it right. You gotta fucking get in there like you're trying to change spark plugs on a Toyota. Fucking dive right in.
A simple trick I like, and it doesn't even take that much, I guess, strain, is just put my clit in your mouth and just kind of suck on it. Like
There you
literally
go.
just suck on it.
How do you feel about spelling out the alphabet on
Oh,
someone?
God.
The old
that's
Kinnison
cool.
thing.
Yeah, that's a Kinnison bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't go for that at all.
Yeah.
Like what I'll do is I'll lick the clit for like maybe 10 seconds, and then I get tired and I have to relax.
You sound a little selfish.
Oh no, not at all. I won't let a
Jimmy,
girl suck my
are you
dick for more than
selfish?
10 seconds either. If a girl's blowing me, I go, let this stop. I want to talk to you about a couple of
Time
things.
it. You like put it on a timer.
That's
So,
all.
yes.
Oh.
You call her Laney?
That's
What do you call
Laney.
her?
She's Laney.
That's Laney to your
You
right.
get paid good to do that, right?
You already asked
That's
that.
that already.
You forgot you asked that, probably.
I do, yeah.
What about another question?
Good.
Ask a real question.
Lady Di, do you like to get face fucked?
I don't know. It's been such a long time for me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I like
You
anymore.
should try. Spice it up.
I haven't found
There you
Mr.
go.
Right yet.
Mr.
Oh, you don't need Mr. Right. You just need Mr. Right now.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't find that person yet.
That's okay.
Yes, I did.
All right, let me go to the phones.
You're looking at him right now,
oh, boy.
right?
Jimmy Norton.
Oh.
Jimmy Norton.
Sure am.
Daniel.
Shit.
Daniel in PA.
I'm gonna fucking shoot her.
What's up, guys?
That's the best. It's the best. Go
You
ahead,
guys hear me?
Daniel.
Yes.
Hey, okay. I want to know if tomorrow your parents, Belle, said, okay, we're going to pay for every single day your school and you're never, like, it's all taken care of, but you have to quit the porn, what would you do?
I don't have headphones.
That's a good question. Answer.
That is actually a good question.
Yeah.
I think that, You know, porn is really, really something I do genuinely really enjoy doing. And I think that if I kind of just stop doing it, I've had times where I didn't do it for months because I was at school, and I miss it. I missed, the world. I missed, being around the people. So I probably would just kind of scale back on how much porn I did. But I mean, absolutely, if my parents were like, so uncomfortable with me stopping, I would probably consider, quitting.
Okay, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Before you started officially doing porn, how many times a week were you having sex?
I actually wasn't having that much sex because I was in college, I didn't have a boyfriend, so probably like once or twice a week.
How many times a day do you masturbate?
Twice, 3 times.
I have to schedule it around when my roommate's gone, which sucks.
Why?
And
Are you loud?
I can't masturbate with my roommate in the room. That's
I could
freaking
masturbate
awkward.
with my parents sitting Shiva in the next room, and they're not even Jewish. They're Catholic.
Do you get along with your roommate?
Yeah, we're literally like best
Pretty close?
friends. Yeah, she's amazing.
How did your parents think you were paying for college? Because there was a time.
That's actually a really funny story.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a really good question. Damn it!
No, funny story.
Funny story. It's not a question.
Lady Di's got good questions.
Yes.
I'm from a state where weed is legal.
Nice.
So I simply implied to my parents that I was selling weed to pay for school.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay. Lady Di, anything on that?
No, not really.
Okay. All right.
No other questions, Lady Di? She's
a porn
star.
What'd she say?
How do you keep your weight down? It's a fair question.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good question.
I mean, I haven't really had time lately because I've been super busy. Like,
By not swallowing, Lady Di, something you might.
Oh, Lady Di.
Do you like
that has
the
no
taste
calories?
Do you like the taste of semen?
I do actually.
Oh.
I do, but it depends on the guy. I mean, if the guy tastes really bad, then it's just like a horrible experience. But to answer her question, I work out like a couple hours a day. In the summer I work out like all the time. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I honestly eat whatever I want. Like, I don't know how.
Well, if you work
Lady
out
Di, it's
several hours
called
a day.
being 18 years
She's
old.
very young, Di,
It's
too.
a lot easier.
I was thin when I was 18 too.
Oh, yeah?
Also, yes,
You
I was.
look wonderful
I was
now
thin.
too.
Oh,
You look
that's
wonderful now,
very
too.
sweet.
I could.
You should
look
be a
lot better than
politician,
this.
Belle.
Yeah, you're really good. You deadpan that. It was
I
perfect.
could look a lot better than this.
Yeah. What is she?
What's the most money you ever made?
What's this money thing?
The most money I ever made, I think I made $2,300 in one day.
That's
Yeah.
great.
How many scenes?
I did a scene with a girl, and it was super easy. We just kind of like vibrated each other, and then it was the scene where I did that threesome with the two guys.
Who's on your no list?
Who's on my no list?
Everyone in this room.
Jimmy Norton.
Oh, that's a good question. Well,
am I on your no list?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy.
of course you're not on my no list.
You don't have to be nice.
Amazing.
She's a monster.
You don't have to be that
tremendous. Yeah, and because you've done a few scenes, but there's got to be some guys that you're like, no.
Well,
You just turned down someone. You can't talk about that?
if I know, I'll just say this: if I know that the person outside of work is engaging in
Hold on,
unsafe-
you're on the phone. We're on the
On the
air.
phone.
You're talking into a microphone. I know that, but it's going through the fucking microphone. What do you think? The microphone knows you're talking to Sam? Holy shit!
I guess so.
You're holding an instrument that projects your voice. I love you, but
Yeah, I know what I'm holding.
yeah, I know, but now you're talking.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry, Belle.
It's okay.
Belle
Well,
Knox.
as I was saying, if
Yes, please.
I know that somebody is engaging in unsafe behavior outside of work, then I won't work with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
So you
sense.
found out this person might have been doing a little stuff on the side that's not good.
I mean, if they're fucking, an IV drug user, I'm gonna, err on the side of caution and
Yes.
not work with them. But I haven't really had that issue, I really haven't. So,
Excuse me, Belle?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, she takes her glasses
How
off.
often do you get paid?
Enough with the paid. Sorry, Belle.
Belle, if you're looking for a business manager, I think.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely. Guy always says get the money
we
first.
we have a guy that might have went to college with you.
Yes, and Belle's at headquarters tonight,
Wait,
by
and
the
he's
way.
talking to. He wants to talk to me right now.
Yeah, let me see.
This is exciting.
Do you know Amori?
I feel like this is going to be some trolling.
It might. Probably.
You can handle it.
It might.
Okay.
Did he have a
You're
wig
the
store?
troll slayer, Belle.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Maury in Queens.
Hey, Belle, I was going to get some Danish for Belle. Hey, did you hear about the point chase Timo was doing up in Boston? Yeah, me and Gluzio.
I'm sorry.
What did you just say?
I don't even.
I don't even know. He wasn't even good at it.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Couldn't understand what he said.
And we don't even. I mean, if he's trying to do something, that's fine. But
It sounded
I
like
don't
he was
even know what he was
getting
doing.
face fucked or something.
All I
Wow.
heard was him like
Cool.
fake throwing up.
Yeah, he went like, ugh. I don't know what that was.
Have you ever, we were talking also, you said you've never had such a rough blowjob that you've thrown up, right?
Yeah, I have a really strong gag reflex.
Nice.
Like even if like I try, I've just experimented. Even if I try to make myself throw up, I can't.
Wow.
And as you see in the facial abuse video, they tried so hard to make me throw up, and I was like, it's not happening.
But how do you not, like, I don't like blowjobs like that because I'm always scared I'm going to get bitten. Like, how do you not get bitten?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Get bitten?
How do you not?
Jimmy's really fantasizing now.
Yeah, yes. I've dated a variety of young ladies.
No, I'm not perfect.
Excuse me, Belle?
I bite sometimes on
Oh, you do?
accident, and sometimes I like the little teeth sensation.
Oh, it
I'm
doesn't.
not perfect. I bite. Like I'm just like every other person, you know.
Hey, someone's saying.
Belle?
Oh,
What?
boy.
I just threw up in the sink.
She did, by the way. She did.
I got a little bit sick and
You
I threw
need to
up in
go
the sink.
home, dude.
You need to go home, dude. You're right on everything you just said.
Are you okay?
Number 2 is coming.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
Go home.
She has the runs and she's puking
No,
in the
I'm
sink.
all right.
Yeah.
You gonna get me sick?
No,
it's nothing you could
Anymore,
catch.
that's it.
it's alcoholism. I don't
Yeah,
think you
exactly.
can catch alcoholism.
Yeah, she's like a party streamer out of both holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I went to TGIF yesterday.
All right, she doesn't care.
now
Belle,
it's starting to
someone's
be-
saying your weed
Oh, by
store.
the way, I did eat some of that
Oh my!
Good, thank God. I don't want to hear from the 18-year-old porn star. I want to hear about your breakfast.
From the monster.
Exactly.
Belle.
Put mustard or mayo on it. Sorry, Ope. I just can't get through without hearing the rest of the story.
Belle, someone's saying your weed story doesn't match up because weed just became legal.
That's what I just said. It was legal.
No, it just became legal. Oh, so you?
They don't know anything.
It just becomes legal, but she just
No, it was
like, started
legal.
doing porn.
It's been legal in Washington since last June.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm bringing it up. He was confused by your weed story. He didn't.
What does he mean? It just became
He's
legal?
probably,
He probably thought it was
thinking you're from
Colorado.
Colorado, where
No,
weed just
I'm,
became legal.
I'm not from Colorado.
He's trying to chip you up.
It's out there where you're from, right?
Yeah, I'm from Washington State.
Yeah.
Seattle area, or you don't want to say?
Uh,
Love Seattle.
I'm in an area in Washington.
The Great Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's freaking cold, but it's
Oh,
so
shit.
beautiful. I love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking cold here. But, you know, it gets warmer in the summer, and I do have a pool.
Yeah, because no, hold on, let me help you out. Because Anthony has a really nice pool. Believe me, no porn guys in LA have a jacuzzi. Anthony has a jacuzzi.
to your pool, Anthony. Me and
Oh,
Marion.
yeah, you and Marion.
Exactly what
That's exactly what I
Maybe
wanted.
it's because you have the runs right now. I don't know.
Exactly.
How you're in my pool.
Exactly.
Belle can't make it, but she can shit and vomit into your pool if you like it.
No, I wouldn't like it. Thank you very much.
Does it take someone
yeah, come
off
on, I could-
your
I could
no
buy a
list
swimsuit,
if they have a
you know, my
jacuzzi?
size.
Oh,
Does that
God.
help them get off your no list?
Probably,
They come in my size.
Hold on a second.
What comes in her size?
She just said I could buy a swimsuit.
How awful is that? In my size.
And,
Okay,
and a bathing cap.
Yeah, exactly.
What year is? What is
One
this?
of those old lady bathing
What is this?
caps.
1905?
Cap. I don't need a bathing
How
cap.
about an astronaut outfit? All right. Well,
Okay, to answer your question, I'm not like, I'm not like a gold digger, you know what I mean?
what
Like,
was the question? I didn't hear the
She
question.
said if a guy has a jacuzzi, does it make you want to sleep with him?
Okay.
No.
I was trying to help you out.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, yeah, totally. I mean, like, if, it's like, okay, cool, you have money, but, like, if you're going to be waving it in my face, like, I don't want to talk to you. That's
Have you gotten weird, like guys thinking that their money would get them somewhere with you?
yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I've had just guys say stuff like, "Oh, my daddy will pay for it,"
Ew.
or like, "Daddy's credit card's gonna pay for it."
About
or-
themselves?
Yeah.
Do they take taxes out of your check?
What the
fuck? These things are handwritten.
She's auditing you right now. She works for the IRS.
Yes, porn is a legal and regulated profession, and I do have to pay taxes just like everybody else because the government loves stealing money from people.
Wait, where are you shooting?
She's
to?
a libertarian. Did you know that? Yeah.
Where are you shooting? Because in LA, they're trying to do this whole thing with goggles, and you have to wear condoms now.
Yeah,
they just did that to get to that LA. So yeah, they want that.
They want people to wear goggles for
Would you wear?
They just want them out of LA. Finally,
that looks silly.
I mean, I shoot in LA. I shoot in Porn Valley.
How do you get away with it without condoms? How do you know condom shoots there?
I mean, was that measure even? You do realize it's a completely unenforceable measure. Like, you can't literally regulate people to wear condoms, nor should you have the power to be able to.
But they passed it. They did pass it, and I think 90-something% of the business left that area, and they were going to start shooting.
Oh, that's true. A lot of people did actually leave for Las Vegas. But I will say this: when I get on set, I've had a lot of people I've worked with who say, "Do you want to use condoms?" So a lot of the times I have the choice.
Guys offer?
Belle?
If I want to use a condom, I can use a condom. Yeah.
Excuse me, Belle?
Yes.
Okay. Are you allergic to condoms? Because I know I am.
Actually, I have a condom fetish.
We believe you. What's that?
I have a condom fetish.
You like them?
Yeah, condom fetish. What's that about?
Do you like to see an older gentleman losing his erection in a condom? Because I can help out with that. An older excuse-making gentleman.
What I like is after a guy like fucks me and he comes in the condom, I like just seeing the cum just like all in there, and it's like, oh my god, you came so much. Like I love when a guy like halfway fills a condom, and it's like, wow, that's really freaking hot.
Yeah, huh?
Like I'll just like after he fucks me, I'll just be like, can you just like stay there for a second so I can just like look at it?
Do you like when the condom hangs off kind of heavy?
Yeah, because oh god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a cum slut. Yes.
That is great.
I gotta say, you're pretty cool. She's pretty cool.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the slut shaming on campus.
Story.
What magazines are you in, Belle?
Her face is just like, what is this?
She's in National Geographic, by the way.
Yes.
You're shooting some stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm not in any magazines right now, but I have done a few shoots for magazines, and I've done interviews for magazines, so they should be out soon. I have a movie coming out, like I talked about, called Real College Girls, so you can catch me in that. So yeah, that's
and
my
of
life.
course the pocket pussy and the asshole and mouth.
Yeah, well, also, I'm going to be working with Pornhub, which is literally like my favorite porn site ever. And I'm like the top girl on there right now, which is super cool. But they're gonna like let me intern for them.
Really?
Which beats the hell out of anything that I was gonna do this
Isn't that
summer
great?
anyway.
They get her for an intern, and we get Lady Di.
Yeah, exactly. That really shows you.
Excuse me, Belle?
Yes.
Can we find your movies at Blockbuster?
Yeah, I mean, wait, does Blockbuster even exist anymore?
No, I think there might be one store left.
Video used to have a triple X section a long time ago. I don't know if Blockbuster.
Palmer Video?
I feel like they
Video,
don't.
yeah, a long time ago. They used to have like a special section for adult.
Oh, would you
movies.
go back there and check out some films, Lady Di?
Behind the beaded door?
Why not?
Why not? Right? What's your favorite porn flick?
What's my favorite? Wait,
Like, what's your genre? What kind of?
I haven't seen them in a while.
But what do you like seeing as far as porn goes?
Oh boy, the first thing that comes to my mind is Deep Throat.
Oh God, we're soul sisters.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. The other movies I don't know.
Or polar
And for me to
opposites.
make
Yeah, it's one or the other.
You know, I feel like I'm going to be sick again.
Now?
No.
Do you like when a guy, because Belle likes when a guy puts his penis way deep into her throat. Okay, finish coughing before I ask the blowjob question.
What?
Belle likes when a guy puts his dick all the way into her throat. Do you like that?
Sorry, Belle.
Not now.
Do you like when a guy comes like deep in your throat and you choke on his cum?
Come on, Di, answer a question.
It's a good
when
question.
a guy fucks your throat so deep.
When I feel okay.
Microphone.
Yeah, but when I feel okay, yes. But when I feel a little nauseous, no.
Well, how do you feel now?
What does that mean?
I'm all right now, you know. But
What
just
does that
listening to
even
all this,
mean?
I
it's
hope
like,
you
oh
feel
my
better.
God.
Honestly, maybe
I
you
hope I
should go
feel better,
home.
too.
Like,
So does
I
anyone
don't
does
get
anyone have a
paid.
shot with you in New York or no? Because your
Right.
dad is here with you.
If I go home, I'm not going to get paid.
Okay, hold on about the money. We're asking. Mandy asked a really important question here.
So
We're all
I'm
waiting
trying
for
to
the
stick
answer.
it out today, you know.
to
More about you.
clarify, My father is not following me to any porn shoots. My father is not following me to go strip. And I'm not doing any shoots in New York.
He's here because he loves you.
He's here because he loves me, and he's here to support me and to show me I'm not alone. But
has he? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Has he said to you like, hey, you don't have to do, like, has he said to you like, look, there's other options, or is he just trying to hang loose and see what you want to do?
He's made it clear to me that he doesn't necessarily agree with what I'm doing. But he's my father, and he loves me, and he supports me.
Okay, well, and you're 18, you can do what you want. I mean,
right.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't personally, necessarily agree with, pornography or whatever. But, yeah. I mean, but he's also, said to me before that he knows how hard it is to be in student loan debt.
Has anybody who's been critical of you also been creepy with you?
Yeah, actually, I've had a lot of people make comments to me that insinuate rape or sexual assault. There was actually a forum that was started about me that was freshman porn star, and then the tagline was, if you banged her, report in.
And they said a couple comments were, I like to see her raped and spit on.
Yeah, that's how yeah. So,
and then that other site said, yeah, they're just awful things.
I will say, people say that porn is degrading. I have felt more degraded by my critics, by people, implying I should be raped, implying that I should be kicked out of school. I felt more degraded by them than I've ever felt doing porn.
And she's such a badass. On Dr. Drew, she made one of her critics who they had ambushed her with.
Right.
They were going to surprise her with this woman who's been like a total cunt to her on Twitter.
Okay,
and she said she was going to walk off unless the woman left, and she got the woman to leave.
That's awesome.
Excuse me.
This lady hates porn.
Excuse me, Belle.
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, you
How
kinda
much does
did.
your dad make?
I feel like that's
personal.
With all due respect, I think that's a very kind of rude question to ask, and that's personal.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's cool, man. But I mean, as I was saying.
Yes, as you were saying.
What was I talking about?
You were talking about that woman that.
Oh yeah. This girl, she hates pornography. She says it's degrading. That's
How old
totally
is she?
cool. She's like 40, but that's totally fine. You can totally believe that. I go on her Twitter profile. This girl hosts for Playboy Radio.
Oh boy.
You don't get to host for Playboy Radio and then talk shit about porn.
Yeah.
Why is she doing that?
Yeah.
What does she think that
Because
Playboy?
she's a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
good.
she's doing the media strategy of feuding up. She's getting her name attached to you while you're in the
But
news.
she's also insulting probably half of the girls who work for Playboy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I love that you made her leave.
No, I literally said it. I was like, this is bullshit. You're pissing me off. You shouldn't have had her come on. She's been rude to me.
What's her name? Who was she?
I don't even want to give her the publicity of saying her name. She doesn't deserve that.
What's first name?
No.
Yeah, she's just.
I'm just trying to think if it's someone we know.
She just goes on Dr. Drew sometimes, and she's like
Enough of Dr. Drew.
fake therapist.
Is it J.H.?
I think Dr. Drew should apologize to you.
He needs to apologize, and quite honestly, advising somebody to kill themselves, that's kind of grounds to maybe lose your license a little bit.
Nah,
I
but
would
he
go
was,
that
hold
far,
on, you gotta take it at a grain of salt. Like sometimes people, there's this common vernacular we have that people say stuff, and you know he didn't mean that literally. Like we have to sometimes realize that people say shitty things, but they're not being literal.
It was so incredibly offensive on so many levels because
Excuse me, Belle?
Yes?
Okay. Do you have HBO? Because I can't afford it.
HBO. What is? I wish I had HBO. I really like the shows on there, actually.
Yes.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
No, I
Yes.
think
Boardwalk Empire?
She's in Game of Thrones. She plays Winterfell.
Oh, you do? I don't know. I can't follow Game of Thrones.
What's your favorite porno?
My favorite
Is
porno?
it Deep Throat?
No, I mean, I don't watch videos, but my favorite porn star, I watch this shit online, but my favorite porn star
Belle,
is Sasha
excuse me.
Grey.
But everybody
Totally.
does.
Excuse me, Belle.
Oh.
I met Ron Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, he followed me on Twitter.
Of course he did.
I guess he follows me too. I have no idea.
Would you have sex with Ron Jeremy?
They had some kind of a signing at Bayway Liquors, and Marion and I went over there.
She doesn't know who Marion is.
Well,
You're
she's
saying
my
Marion like
best
it's
friend.
Michelle Obama. She doesn't know who Marion. Marion's her obnoxious fat friend from Long Island. She doesn't know her.
Hey.
Huh?
She says hi to all of you.
I give her my
All
best.
right,
I love
we're
Marion.
doing a radio show
God
now.
bless.
That's great.
Yeah. No, we met him at Bayway Liquors.
Thank you.
Does Ron Jeremy have a shot with you now that he's followed you on Twitter?
I just don't think I'm interested in the genre that he kind of does. He seems like, I've heard he's a great
Hair
guy.
porn.
but
He's
I'm just
old
not
school.
interested in it. Yeah.
He's an old school guy. Old school guy.
I know he has a big dick. I know that.
Wow.
I've seen it.
Whoa, Lady
Yeah, he does.
Di.
I had a threesome with him, so you know.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was for.
Was there any crossing swords or
No. She just gave me head while Ron.
DP?
He
Yeah.
used to put whipped cream
No,
on
not
his
DP,
dick
yeah.
and have the girl lick it off. Make a porn movie.
That sounds like
In
good
a porn movie,
incentive.
yeah.
That was some cock
And a
blocking
matter
right
of fact,
there.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Porn movie
They're
that
like,
he was doing
what's
himself,
this
watching
Joker? Having
people
in common discussion.
Do you know, I went to a thing in the floor would open and that part of the sofa would just fall through it into the basement for a few minutes.
Jimmy wants to choke her, not in a sexual way.
We're having a nice sexy chat about my threesome and she jumps in with fucking, sometimes he'll have like a little bit of egg salad spread on his asshole and somebody will lick it out.
There was some bonding going on there, a little bit.
I used to see these movies in motels.
Of course you did.
And motels.
In motels.
Right.
Belle, of all the guys in this room, who would you fuck first?
Who would I fuck first?
Yeah.
All right, Diana. She's still talking to Laney on the sofa.
I turned her mic off.
I would fuck. I'd fuck you.
Yeah!
Congratulations. The Opester.
Opester gets the
I like
fucking-
your hair. Your hair's really cute.
Really?
But what about Jim? Come on.
Well, wait, to clarify that, I'd fuck you first. What am I talking
Oh,
about?
man.
Mandy is a blonde and so is...
Yeah.
You're fucking hot, Mandy.
Oh, thanks,
and you're
Belle.
sexy, and your life is like Sex in the City, and I am jealous.
Excuse me,
Thanks.
Belle. How much does Ron Jeremy make?
I think he makes a lot of money, actually. I'm sure his rate is like super
wait,
high.
I have another question.
Oh.
How come he had to promote his rum that was coming out and be at Bayway Liquors?
What the fuck?
She wouldn't know that.
Free T-shirts.
No, hold on. I'm sure Belle has... We've been wondering about the Bayway Liquors personal appearance in 1997.
You know
Could you
how hard it was to
elaborate?
get Belle Knox on our show and you're asking that question?
As Ron Jeremy's personal manager,
Right.
I should say that.
Right.
I got to ask you about your not fascination, whatever it is, with Amanda Knox.
Right. I forgot about that.
Hence the Knox part of your name.
Yeah, you know what? I actually, sometimes I just hear about these cases, like the John Benet Ramsey case, or these cases I get really fascinated with.
Yeah.
And I'll read I'll read all the evidence, and then I'll kind of form my own opinion. And Amanda Knox, that whole case just really, really fascinates me. I don't think she's innocent. I think that there's something else totally going on.
Yeah, there was some shenanigans going on
in
there.
my personal opinion, I think that her behavior after, the day after she was doing cartwheels, I think she should have just admitted from the get-go that she was probably high as fuck when all of that was happening.
What do you think? What do you think she had to do with it? Because I'm not 100% familiar with it.
I think that the characterization of her as like this, slut or foxy noxy or this like promiscuous girl is really off base. But I think that something more happened.
I think she knew about stuff that was going on more than she said.
She claims that she was at the house and she heard something, but she covered her ear. I just think that there was more going on. But I do resent the media's characterization of her as this like slut or this foxy noxy, just because she wrote in her diary that she fucked some guys on.
That's
trains.
always what they'll do to try to make them look bad in court. But she was fucking cute.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that
why
always
people were
that goes a
fascinated
long
with her.
way.
She's hot. She's gorgeous.
That goes a long way.
And she's intelligent. And I think people are offended. Actually, I've gotten some tweets saying, "How dare you, name yourself after a murderer?" I just think she's a fascinating person.
Yeah, and besides, people are fascinated with her and interested in her. So why is that any worse than? Why any better than
It's like Marilyn Manson,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like that the cute Belle and then the dark.
Yes.
Kind of Knox.
Belle, of course, from Disney.
But I wouldn't have known that.
I'm not allowed to. I'm probably not allowed to talk about that.
Probably not.
You haven't gotten the Disney endorsement yet.
I don't
you don't want
think
Disney on your
The
ass.
C&D will come in soon, I'm sure.
God,
I wanted to do a shoot at Disneyland, but that was quickly knocked.
Oh man, they do not.
That was mixed off the table.
They do not want.
What you were going to do it and then just like say, hey, this was at Disneyland?
No, I mean I was just going to do like a little photo shoot at Disneyland, but I don't think they'd like that very much.
Yeah, they're really weird with that stuff. They have a whole
They
thing
have
about
an image to keep up, and that's totally cool.
Yeah, they try to be all wholesome.
Yeah, that's their thing.
This was awesome.
You're great. You're really honest and very
interview.
forthcoming, which is nice. Tonight, headquarters, let's plug her gig properly, 552 West 38th Street, and Belle's dancing for the first time, and she's super
That ought to be
sexy.
cool.
in
Throw
person.
money at me, guys.
Yeah.
I want somebody to like throw just like bands that make me dance, guys. Just go at it.
Are you a good dancer, or are you just gonna? I'm not a particularly good dancer.
I mean, I'm good at like, you know, just kind of dancing, getting my groove. That sounded so like old personish, but
Are you gonna? Yeah, but we all related to it. So
You're gonna try to work the pole at all?
I don't think there is a poll actually.
No.
At headquarters?
Should be a poll.
Yeah, there's.
Excuse me, Belle.
Throw money at me, guys. That's the
Excuse
message.
me.
You're a good dancer. I've seen you move.
Do you think coffee coladas make you go to the bathroom?
Jesus Christ. All right, Lady Di. Thank you. That's about enough
All
out
right,
of her.
Belle, just one more
I think that's
question.
actually a fair question.
Belle, no, I'm just wondering. You know, certain
Yeah.
things make you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering something else. Do you think a woman like me could make it in porn?
I think that porn has a place for women of every shape and size,
Ooh.
You know, I'm gonna
color, and I think you're wonderfully gorgeous. And I
Wow.
think,
Oh, thank you.
I think anybody has a place in porn, and
Yeah.
you know what? I will say this: I have never heard of a girl. I've never heard of any of my friends being told to lose or gain any weight because they were in porn.
Right.
Really?
And I have really small boobs, and I've been embraced for having small boobs.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, don't ever get
Yeah.
implants.
Excuse me. Do you have to do all kinds of guys?
I pick and choose who I want to work with.
Yeah. Like I don't know, like all kinds of guys. You know what I mean?
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 16.
Okay.
Aw.
To who?
I lost it to my boyfriend.
How old was he?
He was 17.
Okay.
And he's pretty tall, actually.
I was 18.
You're 18?
I was 16.
Who are you? How old was the guy?
Oh, the guy, he was in his 20s.
What kind of car? Where was it?
Illegal.
What was that?
Where was it you had the sex?
Where was it that I had? All right, you really want to know?
Yes.
In an abandoned building on a door. I'm very serious.
Did you get like a splinter on your pussy?
Right?
Hold on, that's the greatest answer. In an abandoned building on a door?
Door.
What are you, a fucking spider? How did you get on a door?
Oh, I think it was off the hinges on the ground.
No, it's like she just like...
Yeah, she just like went against the door.
I just fell back.
That would be cool too. You
The
could
door
get
was on the floor.
fucked
And he
against
laid
the
you
door.
on the door in an abandoned building.
This sounds like a good idea for a porno.
What a romantic.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was different.
Why different?
Well, it was
Well,
first time, so
it
of course it was
was my
different.
The doorknob was in her ass.
And
Oh my God.
it hurt a little bit.
That's
of
all
course
right.
it did.
Yeah,
Of course it did.
yeah, you were
he had a lot more, obviously a lot more experience than me.
Why didn't he take you to a nice motel?
Yeah, man. What's up with that?
Abandoned.
Chivalry is dead, man.
Man, even back then.
16 years old.
Do guys misinterpret you being
He was
really...
around maybe 10 years older than me.
Right.
Okay.
Something
Wow,
like that.
26.
Maybe 24.
He was a creep, Ty. He was a creep.
I still know
All
him.
signs
Yeah, he was a
lead
creep.
toward creep.
He was 26. He takes a teenager into an abandoned building and fucks her on a door. He's a creep.
Yeah,
He's a creep.
I
And
found
Lady
out the
Di had
hard
some
way.
looks back in the day. She had some
I
looks.
found out the
I've
hard
seen the
way.
old pictures.
Yeah, I used to look like that.
Can I ask a question about your breasts
And then
really
I
quick?
started to drink, and then
Ask me
You rock.
anything, ladies, or you guys, Opie, Anthony. Yes.
So do you like any like nipple play? Like
I like when I hate when guys like lick or like kiss my nipples because it's like, why are you licking me? But I love when a guy just kind of like
touches them
because it's like, ooh. But for me,
but what about like twerking your nipple or like rough nipple play? Like
the
because
thing
if
I
you're
really
into
like-
S&M, like do you like
the clamps? I've never
Yeah.
played with.
Yeah.
I hate that.
All right.
The thing I like is
people like twist your nipples and stuff. That hurts.
I like getting like my belly button rubbed.
Brilliant.
That
my
I
lower
like.
belly.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like it, Mandy?
I don't.
yeah, but I don't like
do kinky
really
things.
hard on my nipples.
No.
It hurts too much.
You don't like kinky... I have to hear the answer to that. You don't like kinky things?
No,
Di?
I don't like kinky things.
Okay, you're more of a traditionalist, actually.
Well, let's put it this way.
Okay.
I've been spanked, and I don't like that. That's a kinky thing.
Why were you spanked?
I was a bad girl.
For being a bad intern?
Bad intern.
No, we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do it.
Oh.
You like being spanked, right?
Yes, I do.
I don't like it.
If I intern for you guys and I fuck up, will you guys...
Even if you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spank you. Yeah.
Good, bad, or
Just
indifferent.
kidding, that's sexual harassment in the
Gonna
workplace.
spanking.
And I
I would love their lawsuit against you for sexual harassment.
We'll role play that.
One more thing Lady Di doesn't like.
Yes, hold on. One more sexy bit.
I don't like a guy watching me while I'm going to the bathroom.
When does that
Nobody
happen?
likes that.
Exactly.
Believe me.
Well, it happens on Safari, I'm sure.
Lady Di.
Do you have a story about this?
Yeah, I kind of do.
All right.
All right, what's the story?
Let her rip, Lady Di.
I just don't like
What's the
like that.
But what's the story where you were in that position?
What's the story? The story is, I don't like. I know somebody that does these things, and I don't like that.
Just say the story.
Thank you.
Asking you.
She's here an hour and she's already irritated with you.
story?
Say the story.
It happened to me one time a while back.
What happened?
What happened?
The spanking. The pinching on the nipple.
No,
the bathroom.
The people watching
Who's
you.
watching you?
Me going to the bathroom.
Who's watching you take a
So
dump?
tell the story.
Well, that's it. That's the story.
No,
Who watched you take a dump?
Who went when,
Well,
where,
it was somebody that
what?
I know, and it happened all in one day.
And he was trying to watch you do what?
Pee
Where were you peeing?
in the bathroom.
And he came in to watch?
Yeah,
Is this
And
infuriating?
And did he ask you why you're not sitting down?
I was sitting
Oh,
down.
you were, okay.
I wonder
was sitting
if she
down.
ever goes to like a
Ask me
police
that.
interrogation
Oh,
room,
imagine
they would
that,
drive
yeah.
her, she would drive them fucking nuts. Like, so what were you doing today? Yeah.
They'd shoot her. They'd get so
I
frustrated.
don't
Right.
like kinky things.
Okay, we understand.
So what about like pee? Would you ever pee on someone or let someone pee on you?
I
I
mean,
used
if
to
a
do
guy
that.
like really wanted to do it, I'd be like, cool.
But
with
you've
it.
never done it.
I've never done it. I have a friend actually. She's my best friend in porn, Caroline Ray. Shout out to her. She lives in New York.
Isn't she a
she's
comic?
Awesome.
Yeah, she is a comedian. She was on
Caroline
like the
Ray?
Samantha the Witch show or something.
I don't know.
Not Carolyn Ray, the old one.
Caroline.
It's a different person.
Yeah, it's a different person.
Caroline
Yeah,
Ray.
I would
She's-
assume she's not doing porn.
She's my bestie in porn, and she's really into piss.
Yeah.
But
Doing it or getting it done? I mean, we're
both,
doing
actually.
it.
She's really into piss, so she's kind of opened my eyes to like why she likes it. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think that if you like piss, like more power to you. It's awesome.
Whatever you're into.
Yeah.
I like a little piss. sometimes.
Excuse me, Belle.
Yeah.
How much do you get for somebody peeing on?
She doesn't. She said she.
She doesn't
I
do
did
it.
for free a long time ago.
You just said you didn't like piss play.
Yeah, what
I
happened?
don't. I don't.
What did you pee on?
Huh?
And was it on purpose?
God, Lady Di is
It was
naughty.
on purpose. Yeah, we had a
She's naughty.
kinky thing going on.
What
Yeah.
happened?
I just told you
No.
I peed.
Oh.
We
Who
peed
and
on
where?
each other.
Where?
Where?
Was it on the door?
Huh? No.
Where
not
did you
that.
pee on him? Where?
Where did that happen? It happened in New Jersey, obviously. And,
What
Oh
the
my
heck?
God! I don't mean.
aggravated. That's it.
I don't mean the
Bella's so
state.
aggravated.
Were you in a bedroom or a bathtub?
Bedroom.
And who peed on who first?
It's so funny.
He peed on me first.
Where did he pee on your butt?
You're so bad at storytelling. I can't even imagine you like being a phone sex operator.
Oh my God.
And I did it for free.
Okay, wait a minute. Where
yeah.
on you did he pee?
On
Her
my
face.
face.
Oh, your face.
Did you swallow it?
Huh?
Did you swallow it?
I don't remember.
Okay, where on him
I
did you
feel
pee?
like that's a yes. and you
On
just
his
don't wanna
face,
admit
too.
it.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
a
You
yes.
peed on each other's
That was
faces?
a long time ago.
Okay, that's not pertinent. So you peed on his face. Did you pee in his mouth?
Nah, I don't remember.
You were kind of drunk?
How do you not remember?
I was
Oh
kind
my
of drunk,
God.
and that probably happened.
All right, well, whoever that guy is, my heart goes out. I guess...
Yeah, we should
God.
get Belle
great.
out of here. This was wonderful.
What a blast.
Go
That
see
was
Belle
fun.
tonight. What we mainly accomplished is that she's now irritated with Diana. I think that was the important part.
Yeah.
And
Money at me, guys.
Mandy, thank you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great,
and
very
everyone,
cool.
please read her essays on exojane.com because they're
Right on.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect
Yeah,
the fact
man.
that you're speaking your mind and you're not letting people fucking cow you or
bully
shame
you.
you. Good.
And bully.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
bullying going
Don't
on
listen
here.
to these fucking people trying to tell you what to do with your life. You're sober
Exactly.
and aware, and if you want to do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
There you go.
That's
And
it.
Sherry
you.
Shepard thinks the world is flat, so that's all you need to know.
Sherry
That's
Shepherd
true. She's a
is
dolt.
a dunce.
Well, I have Diane on my side.
Yes,
so
and you know
I
what?
think-
Can you follow me on Twitter? I'm on Twitter.
Twitter handle.
Batty777.
Oh my God.
There.
Can you
Well, everybody knows it anyway.
All right,
so.
Belle, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is at Belle_Knox.
Knox, okay.
You have to write that down.
And also, if you want to learn more about my demented, sick, and twisted fantasies, you should check out my Tumblr. But don't look at it in public.
Wow.
Not safe for work.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's not safe for being around anybody.
Yeah,
Only in the confines
nice.
of your dark, dark mind.
All right, let's take a break, right?
Yes, let's do that.
And thank you to Mandy as well.
Bye.
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Opie and Anthony have been creating radio gold for 20 years. Not bad for children of the 80s. Digging through the history, here's a 20th anniversary Opie and Anthony radio gem.
And welcome Donald Rumsfeld to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Sir?
Yes, indeed. How are you?
Very good. Very good. What a pleasure to talk to you. Boy, you have been a part of history in this country for many years, known many presidents. Welcome to the show, Mr. Rumsfeld.
Well, thank you. It's a little embarrassing to discover that I've lived 1/3 of the history of our country.
1/3 the history, and been involved in a lot of things that have gone on through history.
Here's a guy who, met Eisenhower as a congressman, right?
I was running for Congress, exactly.
And worked for Ford and Nixon and Reagan and both Bushes. And there's still those people out there that think, Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney are actually lizards who, literally, there's people that think they're lizards from outer space.
Yeah, that's true.
Who eat human flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you directly, sir, but are you a lizard?
I don't think
Are
he's
you
a
actually? Can you just please give that a straight answer? Are you a lizard person?
Louis a little left-leaning,
No,
sir.
I'm not. Let him answer. Are you a lizard?
Here's the short answer. I'm in New York City. I walk down the street. People walk up, shake hands, stop me. They want an autograph. Want to get a photograph with me. Go to eat last night at dinner, and Joyce and I were sitting there in the little Italian restaurant. and a man came up and said he'd like to buy my dinner, and I refused. And it turns out I paid for my dinner. The next thing I know, the waiter comes back and said the man insisted to pay for your dinner, and here's your canceled receipt for paying.
Oh, wow, that's very
See,
nice.
there's plenty of people that he's not going to dignify an answer to, are you a lizard, Louis?
Why not?
Because
Tell me
he's
no.
not a lizard.
What is the story about getting somebody paid for your dinner? I would pay for a lizard's dinner.
I think I understood the fact that there are people out there that appreciate what he's done as a leader. And
there's plenty of evidence that this guy is a well-decorated and appreciated American, and he has more credibility than almost anybody.
Exactly.
But I just want to know if he's a lizard.
He's not a lizard. Stop it. Mr. Rumsfeld, I want to ask you a little bit about the situation that's going on now in the Middle East. You were an envoy to the Middle East. What do you see happening there? What's your take on the whole situation?
And these are great questions, Anthony, and they're questions that Mr. Rumsfeld is going to answer better than almost anybody in the world.
Yeah.
But I still want to know if he's a lizard. And if he is,
stop it.
If he's tasted human flesh.
No, stop.
I just want to know.
Mr. Rumsfeld, again, I want to apologize for Louis C.K. He's a stand-up comedian.
Look, if he's a lizard who has eaten people.
Don't encourage him. It'll just make him worse.
See, I will stop the
Mr.
second
Rumsfeld.
I get a denial. I'll stop asking.
Tell Louis that my grandchildren are listening.
See?
Well, listen, they have a right to know, too.
No, he's not a lizard, and he's not tasted human flesh.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
What a day. Once again, I want to thank Belle Knox for stopping in today.
Yeah,
she turned out to be very, very cool.
Really nice, man.
Yeah.
And I saw them by the bathroom, and she said she had a great time.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Once again, she's going to be at headquarters tonight on 38th Street in New York City.
I like
on the west side.
Naivete. Is that how you say it? Of the 18-year-old.
Well, she's old beyond her years.
Pretty.
She's got
you know what though?
She's got some life experiences there.
But there's still so much fucking like, oh, that's adorable.
Oh yeah, sure.
You sit and listen to her talk, and you're like, oh, okay. A lot of those causes you're taking up, I could see those going to the wayside. About half of them in 2-3 years, you won't even give a shit. And then when life beats you up a little more, yeah, you'll start kind of turning on a few other things. It's cute, you know.
Well, she's one of those, you know, like white male privilege and stuff. That's just a term. But that didn't bother me. I know it's just a term. People, it doesn't.
It's something that people are so just it's ingrained in their head to say it at that age, especially.
Yeah, but she'll get out of it. She'll get out of it. Just like I did.
And that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah,
it's like that's the thing that after a couple of years you'll get rid of.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the hell out of that interview. It was funny and sexy and.
She's definitely cute.
Lady Di.
Yes.
So, what's going on with you? You wanted
no, nothing much.
Tell them what you just told me in the hallway. What you got to check.
Oh, I got to check my underwear for skid marks.
Oh.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Okay, good. You should check.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I hate when that happens. That means you got to wash them and
tell me
rinse
about
them
it.
out.
So you get skid marks sometimes?
Yeah, I do.
Can we,
God, I bet it's a disaster.
I don't know. Can we check?
Hey, well,
this is unorthodox,
that
but
bad.
hold
You
on.
wash them out. What?
Maybe for a few bucks, because she needs train fare. Could you go in the bathroom, take your underwear off, put them in a sealed plastic bag, and bring them back in?
I'm not
We'll
going to do that. I'm not going to.
Well, hold on. Don't say no. Let's hear us out
A
first.
sealed
no, I'm not going to do
Hear
that.
us
like
out. Hold on. Hear us out
biohazard.
first.
Yeah.
You need some money. I feel like we understand you've been sick. You're a little ill. No one's gonna. I mean, we want to see them.
Yeah.
But we understand it's because you're sick.
Well, you know what? In the morning, I always get.
Yeah, I understand.
It's not a bad idea.
You
really
throw
It
up
happens
every
a lot.
morning.
Not every morning, but you know, sometimes it happens.
It's not normal.
Yeah,
I know, but it happens sometimes.
No, I love how she makes everything as a matter of fact. No, my arm fell off, but it's okay. I got another one. No, don't worry about it. People don't throw up every morning unless they're sick.
Your alcoholism is terrible.
Your alcoholism is killing you.
We're
killing you.
All
All
right,
kidding aside,
I got you.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
we're
well.
a bit worried.
All right, yeah.
We want to go on record and say we're worried about you.
All right,
You're a
thank
lot
you.
of fun to be around. You're hilarious, even though you don't know it. And you know, you got to take care of yourself.
You gotta.
You have to.
I'll be 52 years old. It's about time I do that.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right, we're getting a plastic bag for your underwear.
No, I'm not going to walk around with no underwear on.
It's a great idea.
It really is a good idea.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
And then you put the underwear back on.
No.
Look, Sam's coming with baby wipes and everything for
God, no, come on, man.
you. One wipe Charlie's probably.
Oh, some one white Charlie's.
Someone twittered that we did a 90-minute white night thing. Not at all. But it's almost like
people just don't.
How dumb are you guys?
I'm not doing it.
It's so easy to attack a sex worker and so corny.
It was just a fun time. For
She was
everybody.
nice and she was open.
I don't.
She was great.
I have something I
I
have to
can't
tell
pay
you.
attention to those people.
What are we,
I have-
peers?
Yeah, what?
I have something I have to tell you.
Okay, what, sweetheart?
Okay, back in the 80s,
Yeah.
a long time ago, every weekend,
Yeah.
my boyfriend gave it to me in the ass in a car. And I did not like that, but
I'm sure he said that too.
What the fuck?
I forgot to
We
mention
weren't
that.
talking about
What
any.
the fuck? I forgot to
every
mention
weekend.
it.
Wait, hold on. Every weekend, he'd fuck in the ass in your car.
Yeah.
His car?
Yeah, his
What
car.
kind of
I didn't
car?
have a car back in the 80s.
What kind of car?
I had a car, but I didn't use it. I was
Not for
I was
fucking
with
in
him.
the ass.
Yeah.
Every weekend you had to deal with that.
Every weekend.
Holy shit. Every weekend you knew it was coming.
Did you finally tell him to stop?
Oh boy, that was back in the 80s.
Did you ever get anything on his penis?
Well, let's put it this way. I was
Back in the 80s, little 80s new wave music playing on the radio.
Oh, God. What do you think was playing?
I'm on
What do
a
we need?
Mexican radio. She's getting
What
real
do we need? Some aha. Play a little Take On Me.
Take on me.
Yeah, Travis, let's hear a little Take On Me.
Take
And then we'll get the story.
my ass.
Take my ass.
You know what? I think you like the tightness of it.
Oh, really?
Well, a lot
Really?
of
Do you
people-
think guys like tight, warm things around their dick? Wow.
Well,
You're breaking
that's
some
what
new
he liked
ground
to
here.
Do, so,
Right.
Yeah?
you know, yeah.
Oh, here it is. The car pulls up. Now, where did the car park? Where were you parked?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Just 1 second.
All right, come on.
He was. We were hanging out in a bar back then. The same bar that we still hang out in. Well, you know.
Is he still around, this guy?
Ago. No, he lives in Pennsylvania right now.
Okay, so what happened? You're getting off track.
You get off track all the time. Where would you go? You would go to the bar. You're not fucking in the bar. I don't care about the bar. So you get in his car.
Yeah.
Where do you drive to?
How much was the beers?
He drove to like a park and stuff like that, you know, where there was nobody around.
Yeah, the point it is.
Yeah.
So he'd take you to
Ron
the park?
Johnson, stereo salesman.
He used to take me to parks and stuff. And
so you go to the park.
Yeah.
Now, you'd park somewhere.
And then he would...
And where would you go? The back seat?
Yeah.
You'd hit into the back seat.
No, the front seat. The front seat.
Wait, front seat?
Yeah, the front
was
seat.
Was it a bench seat on the front or two buckets?
No, it was a bench seat.
Bench seat, like an old school car.
Right,
okay.
right.
All right, so then he would turn you over on your stomach? Is that how it would go on the bench seat?
Would he make you suck it first to get it wet?
Yeah, how did he lube?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Would he lick your butt?
No, he didn't do that.
No one licked ass back in the 80s.
So wait a minute now. Was there ever an accident on his penis?
No, nothing like that.
He never gave his helmet like a little Abe Lincoln hat?
No.
An Abe Lincoln hat.
No, there was never accidents like that.
Would he come in your ass?
No.
He had to, right?
I don't.
Oh, he would come in your
he
ass.
Didn't do that.
Why wouldn't he? Of course he came in your ass.
No, he would come on my back.
Nah, maybe if he was fucking you in your pussy, he would, but he would fuck you in the ass. That was back in the 80s. You had the big hair. We saw the pictures of Lady Di back in the 80s.
Yeah,
you were marginally fuckable back then.
Come on, Ann, with the smooth, sweet talk.
I was fuckable back then.
Yeah, you know what?
She did all right.
At a party, a few drinks.
I've seen the young pictures.
I saw them too.
Marion never. Lady
You look
Di
like
had,
one of the. You look like.
Marion never what?
Oh,
she was never fuckable.
No?
No offense to Marion. Now she's gonna be mad at me. You were though.
That is not nice.
You were back in the day.
That is not nice.
What would you say?
Lady Di looks like one of those background girls in every John Hughes movie. Like she looked like one of those girls, not the lead.
Well,
she's in the background,
Yeah.
in the crowd shots.
Right.
We had the big hair.
Yeah.
You had that I don't know, fucking
Budweiser
blossom
jacket.
look. Was it a Budweiser jacket?
Yeah, it was a Bud Light jacket.
Enough with Budweiser.
Bud Light
what you're
jacket.
talking about.
Wait a minute. You were wearing a Bud Light jacket and getting fucked in the ass in a car in the park?
In Jersey somewhere.
Yeah, but it all started on a door in an abandoned building, of course.
No, but it wasn't the same guy.
All right, well.
Wow.
It wasn't the same person.
So there's the door. Yeah, the door. Now, it's an abandoned building. There she is.
Yeah, that one.
All right. Blow that up. Let's see.
She was all right.
Let's see.
Let me see.
She did all right like that.
Oh, boy.
That's you right there?
She's got Tina Fey
That
mouth.
was over 20 years ago.
You're wearing
fuck you in the ass.
You're wearing a Bailey's fucking shirt and a Bud jacket.
Yeah, you
just
did all right.
full of booze.
Not bad.
You knew there was a party going on there.
Are you heavy there or no?
No, I wasn't heavy.
Go to the belly. Let's see where the pant line is.
Yeah, but it was the 80s.
Well, hold on. You used to do
pants were
cocaine?
higher.
Yeah, well, back then I used to do cocaine also.
Oh, you did a little coke.
Yeah.
How is she still
You
alive?
never knew that?
No, how
Everyone
much
did
coke
in
were
the
you
Oh, my
doing?
80s.
goodness.
Come on, Di. How much coke were you doing?
I don't know.
Did he blow a straw full of coke up your asshole before he
No.
numb it?
No.
Numb it.
We
numb
just
her
snorted
ass.
cocaine.
So you do a lot of coke.
Wow.
What did you do coke? You ever have sex for cocaine?
Well, let's put it this way. The cocaine numbs you.
Cocaine.
The cocaine numbs your body, so it was easy to...
What? What?
For
it
him
was
to go.
It was easy to take it over there.
So wait, he would get you guys to do coke and he'd numb you up a little bit, then he'd put it in your shitter.
Yeah, if you want to put it that way. That was so long ago. My God.
Oh, so long ago. You know what,
Yeah,
though?
that was a long time
It
ago.
still happened.
Man.
Yeah.
You could tell. You
You're
could say
a
it was
fun girl.
long ago all you
Yeah,
want.
well, I used
still
to be.
happened.
Are we
I
doing,
used to be.
Are we doing the panty thing, Sam?
No.
Oh, yeah, we
Then
got
I guess
I'm
we
not
got
going to do that.
We'll pay you
But I
for
guess
them.
we got to fire you
No.
because, you
Oh.
know,
What?
Interns don't deny us.
interns have to do what
I'm
we
not gonna
say.
do the
We're
panty
willing
thing.
to
Come on.
compensate
Sam.
for the pant. We'll buy you a bunch of new panties.
The
We'll
problem
just-
is when
No.
you say no, it sounds like insubordination.
And we'll add,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
add
we're out of
money.
Sounds like you're not
Subordination.
dedicated to the job.
We'll add money to your salary. What the hell?
I'm not going to do
Jimmy's
that.
good for it.
I'm not doing that. There's
Absolutely.
certain things I'm going to do, certain things I'm not doing.
Your gloves.
Yeah.
No.
How much do you want for him? Let's just talk turkey.
We just
here.
want your panties in the plastic bag
How much
and
you
bring
want
them
for,
back.
my love?
No.
How much? But you said,
Come
name
on.
the number.
If,
no.
Lady Di, we're kind of having a
Come on.
shitty show today. We need something to pump it up.
You took it in the ass,
Yeah.
Lady Di. Who
Exactly. I got a
cares?
rod right
Had
now.
sex on a door in an abandoned building.
Yeah,
Why is
exactly.
this
I'm
bad?
not going to do that.
Oh, we're the creeps.
God knows what else you've done.
Right. We're not pulling
That's
up to your
just
house with
about
Duran cranking, waiting
Right?
to put in your ass.
Fucking A.
That's just about it.
Come on.
The reflect, flick, and there you are, just fucking getting long stroked up your rectum.
Hey, Lady
Nice.
Di,
What? Yeah.
what if we make a deal?
Whoa.
What if we trade your panties for train fare?
Oh, no, you can't do that to me, please.
Panties for train fare. That's a deal.
Yeah.
I think we got a deal.
Get the shirts made, Sam.
Get the plastic.
No,
Get the plastic bag.
I'm
Train
not going to do
fare.
that.
Yeah, get him.
Train fare.
Train.
Here's the plastic bag, Lady Di.
No, I said no.
This is the
Just
last
go
thing you
down
have
to
to
the
do today.
bathroom, put the
Drop 'em
panties
in.
in,
We're gonna just
I know.
come back,
we're gonna examine them for
With the
a mere
panties.
2 minutes, and then you can
No,
put
I
them
don't
back
want
on.
to do that.
Why?
and then you'll have train fare.
Train fare.
I'll tell you what, let me go to the bathroom now, see if I have anything, and then I'll let you know.
Bring the bag just in case
Bring
you
the
get
bag.
brave.
Hold on. No, before
Bring the bag.
we want to.
Sam, walk it out. Walk
We
it
want
out.
to
It's
see the
just go.
panties. How much would it cost? Let's
Yeah.
talk money here. Let's just talk about it. We're not making you do it. We're talking.
Hey, Di,
I have a headache right
what about
now.
this? What about this?
What?
Train fare and a beverage from TGI Fridays.
Hey.
Oh,
That's
come on.
Come on, Di.
Come on.
Please,
Couple
no.
of rounds. A couple of rounds.
at TGI
Couple
Fridays.
of rounds.
You don't have to get guys to rub themselves on you.
That's right.
How much? How much?
Here's 20 on the table for your panties.
Whoa, man. Hold on. I
There's
can't
20.
just stand by and watch this.
This is like so creepy. Here's $20 on the table for your
What?
panties.
What?
Look!
What do you?
Oh my God!
What is it?
Do you want mine? Do you want mine, Ed?
That's $100 bill.
Well, then I guess I can take mine.
I'm just, you know why? Because I don't want to kibitz over
not
this any
gonna do
longer.
that.
I'm
I'll
just
put
going
my
to do
20
it
in.
right there,
Here.
$100.
Okay.
100.
I'm not going to kibitz over this all day. This isn't a debate, Jerry. I'm not going to debate you.
$140.
Wow.
For your panties. That's the easiest.
$140
And $40 for your panties in a bag. But now we're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna kibitz like he said.
Yes.
It's already almost 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
Run in there, take them off.
You got
drop
20
in the bag,
seconds.
Bring them out. You get $140.
You get $140.
Plus
Doesn't
your
matter.
salary.
15
Yours
seconds.
is not the reason why.
15 seconds to decide.
Yeah,
You
plus
are
your
a stupid
salary,
lady,
Di.
Don.
No, I'm not going to do that.
$140
on the
I'm
table.
not going to do that.
You get the cash right now.
I'm not gonna
Cash
do
on the
that.
barrel
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
What would it take?
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
No,
okay?
wait,
What? No.
Now.
No, you got the runs today. It's
What will it
perfect.
take to get those underwear in that bag? What will it take?
Yeah, tell us why. Di.
Name a
What's the problem?
price. Name
We
something.
got the price.
I know.
$140.
I want to see why it isn't
Why?
enough.
All right.
You're not saying why. Why?
Give our money back.
Why not, Di?
Oh,
Okay.
don't watch that money.
Lady
float away.
Di, look at all that cash.
You'd make
Yeah, I
Bill,
see it.
You know,
make Bill
Bill ain't going to
proud.
fucking give you that without an
I know. Bill's here
interrogation.
nickel and diming you.
Bill would be happy that
We're
he came
asking
home.
you just for something silly to get have a fun moment on the show.
Yeah.
We're not nickel and diming you. We're paying you to be here, and we give you $140 for your underwear. Who the fuck sells underwear for $140?
No one. A fucking porn star would do that, maybe.
We didn't ask Belle Knox for her underwear.
I would pay fucking, yeah.
Right.
She would do
I'd
it for
pay that.
$140.
Of course she would. Any woman would. I don't know any woman that wouldn't sell her underpants for $140.
Jesus H. Christ, Chief.
So just go. Come on. We're running out of show. It'll be funny. You can keep them if you want. But
I
just do
value
it.
my panties a lot more than $140, Chief.
What do you say?
Di, it's a great
Yes, come
idea.
on.
Oh, I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. There it is. You come
I
back.
have to find out if I...
Don't
worry
even
about
do
it.
anything.
Don't worry
Just
about
put
it.
them in the bag and bring them back.
Right.
Let's go.
Di.
That's all we need
Yeah.
from you.
Let's go.
Day 2 of Lady Di's internship.
No, she doesn't care.
Yeah, she's going to be
We're having some fun.
No, she won't.
Let's go.
Don't worry about marrying all the time. By the way, we got the best of Lady Di's internship, Day 2.
Oh my God.
Audio we haven't even played yet.
Dude, she's a gem.
She's just unbelievable.
She's a gem.
We got Lady Di screening the calls. We taped that.
Ooh.
Aha.
So here's that as we wait for Lady Di's panties.
Oh, Renee, what's your name?
Brian.
Brian, okay. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, can Lady Di, just want to say happy birthday, congratulations on the child.
Rian.
Okay, because I was going to buy you a toy train, or is that inappropriate?
Where you from?
Jersey.
Okay.
Lady Di.
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
All right, listen, I'm a nurse. Diarrhea is a sign of preterm labor. You better get to the hospital.
I don't have to get to the hospital. You want to
Diarrhea is one of the signs of labor. You better get to the hospital.
Okay. You want? They're not on the air right now. Oh, and hey, what's your name?
This is Simon.
Yes, hi, Simon.
Yes, have you had the runs yet, Lady Di?
This morning I did.
No, but I mean right now.
No, not yet.
But those panties are just putrid.
Oh, okay. Oh, and hey, what's your name?
Hi, it's Joe. Can I suck your toes?
Could you do what?
Can I suck your toes?
Suck my toes?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and hey, what's your name?
Matt.
Hi, how you doing? Matt.
Hey, Lady Di.
Okay, yes.
Are you gonna abandon this child like your last one, you dirty diarrhea monster?
These people. Oh, and hey, what's your name?
Biff. Like Back to the Future. Biff.
Oh, Biff. What do you want, butthead? Okay. You want to talk to Owen A?
I want to talk to them. Yeah, I'm trying to get hooked up with you. I want a piece.
He wants to fuck you.
A date with me.
Just stupid.
See, with me.
And then as she's screening calls, Marion called in.
Oh, and hey, what's your name?
Hi, it's Marion. Who's this?
Who do you think it is? It's me, Diana.
Hey, how are you?
All right, how's everything?
I'm okay. Listen, Diana, you made it to work.
Yeah.
And I heard a little bit of the show right before I came in the building.
Right, yeah.
And, Diana, what did you say about Bill?
No, I didn't say anything. They said something about Bill. Okay.
Oh, man,
he likes to stay home all day, Marion. I mean, that's not healthy for him. I know I do a lot of bad things.
I know what are you gonna do, but listen,
yeah.
You know, you made it there. I'm glad you made it there.
Oh God, I got the
and
runs today. I told you
I
about
just
that.
called because I wanted to make sure you got there.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of the show, but like I said, I am in a building and I do have to get to work.
Yeah, I got the runs today though. I mean, I might have to run to the bathroom pretty soon.
You know what? Maybe you should stay away from TGI Friday. The last time with TGI Friday, you got sick too. I remember that.
I mean, I don't know what happened. I had the runs yesterday. I had the runs.
Did you eat? Did you eat any corned beef and cabbage?
They're going to get me something to eat. I'm going to try to eat. They got me a coffee colada, so this way I can get the runs again. Long story, listen to the show.
Oh, God.
I swear to you, I would pay good money to just sit back and listen to those two talk for an hour.
Yeah, have their little conversation.
She was shitting yesterday.
Oh,
They have to do an hour show on this channel immediately, not regularly, but get them on just to do an hour with no direction.
Just let them go.
Just let them go.
Turn the mics on.
God, Marion's a bit of an enabler, huh? Always worrying about Lady Di.
But you know why? I think having Lady Di around makes Marion feel superior and better than everyone else because she sees how bad it could be.
Right.
Because she's always talking down to Lady Di.
And then we tape Lady Di going to the bathroom because she's had the runs all morning.
Yeah.
I'll be all right. Oh God.
Oh, you drooling a little bit?
Yeah.
You think you can go?
I don't know yet.
One after you get there, right?
Oh God. Ah!
Is that cough always like that?
Yeah.
What's that from?
I'm gonna puke.
I'll be all right.
That's bad, though. We worry about you. You need to be sick?
No.
Sure? Want some water?
Wait.
Okay.
And Don Corleone and the tomatoes.
God.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She's fucking gonna die. Let's just say it. Let's just fucking say it already. Someone's gotta help this woman.
You're saying this?
Yes.
You don't care about anyone.
I know I don't care about her, but I mean,
just don't do it on
No, not on our time.
On our time.
That's nothing we could fucking put up with.
Please don't.
Holy shit.
Don't make her do anything.
No.
Strenuous. Please.
In the old days of O&A, we would have had her doing like
jumping jacks for money.
Jumping jack, running, sprinting up and down the hallway.
Sure. All that.
I don't feel very good. No, Lady Di, run more, run.
Remember the time we tried to get that girl to give birth on our show live?
Yes, doing jumping jacks.
She was over 9 months. She came in and she got completely naked.
We made her run up and down the stairs.
We did everything we could to induce labor.
Try to have her have birth on our show.
We should bring that one back.
That
one could be fun. So then Lady Di went into the bathroom and came out.
I threw up the coffee colada.
You threw up the coffee colada? Why?
I don't know. My stomach says I don't want it.
How about the
You gotta eat food.
I will. I'm gonna try. Okay.
How about the
I threw up in the sink.
You threw up in our sink.
Yeah. I don't like throwing up in the bathroom.
What about in the toilet?
I don't like throwing up in the toilet.
But now
You'd rather throw up in a sink than
Yeah, I know everything is clean, but I don't like
What
that.
about the runs?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna have them.
Did you clean the sink?
No, the sink is stopped up. Stopped up.
How did it get stopped up?
I don't know.
Was it maybe the vomit?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think vomit would do that.
To a sink?
Oh God, man! Oh, my stomach. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta get some.
I will. I'll when I go back.
What are you looking at?
She's dying.
Peter
Peter
Tork.
Tork. All right, you found a photo of Peter Tork.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, I really wish you guys could get him.
I really wish you would have something to eat and not throw up.
All right. Good. Here.
Right here.
Hi, Dennis. How you doing today? Oh, sorry for such...
I'm just puking in the sink. I'm just throwing up in the sink, Dennis.
She has the runs, and she puked in the
sink.
What an abomination.
Her
Day two.
fucking organs are just breaking down. They're shutting down.
She's incapable of holding a job.
Yeah. No.
Today. Oh, sorry for giving you guys such trouble.
Such grief, you know?
Could you imagine?
Sit down, have your breakfast, talk to Dennis. He's a good talker.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You don't feel good?
Ah.
She's not taking care of herself.
Morning.
Morning sickness?
No, it's not morning sickness.
Even Denny gets a jab in.
on the bit. The one thing I wanted to mention with the Marion phone call, where Marion's like, "Oh, so you made it to work today?"
Yeah, to work.
Like in Marion's mind, this is a real.
This is a job, right? She couldn't hold a job. Jimmy's right. Could you imagine being her employer and that showing up, coughing, puking, shitting all over the place?
Well, we did wonder for years why she doesn't work.
Why she isn't working?
And I think we're figuring it out ourselves now.
And that's just 2 hours into the work. In
right?
The day.
Yes,
right.
2 hours into the day. Could you imagine her an 8-hour work day?
No,
it would be impossible. I think she's got like stomach cancer or something.
Well, the bloated stomach is not good because she doesn't eat.
No, she doesn't eat, but she's got a giant distended belly.
I think that's liver disease. Or
I think she's got cirrhosis of the liver.
She's a mess, man.
Maybe some kind of fucking stomach problems. Her lungs, she's hacking shit up to the point where she's puking. She doesn't eat, but she's fat and she's got diarrhea. Holy shit.
And every weekend in the 80s, she took it in the ass.
She took it in the ass in the 80s. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sam's coming back. Sam?
Let me
You got him?
Yeah.
All right, Lady Di.
I have one question.
Yes.
Is the money well spent?
Yeah.
Lady Di just picked up, quickly scooped up her $140.
I haven't looked at them.
Wipe your nose here. Wipe your nose here.
You got boogies coming out.
But I had Lady Di just give
With
me
her
a
hand, she
description.
wipes it.
Huh?
I had Lady Di give me a description. I haven't looked at them.
Okay.
Go
Can I tell
ahead.
you what she told me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
She said they're a little wet. And I said, why are they wet? She said, because I peed on myself.
It happens. You know, what are you going to do? That happens.
And then everything just happens with Lady Di.
Yeah.
She has had, literally, let me say this.
But she's not.
Liquid has come out of every hole in her body today.
But she's not wrong. Things do happen.
But
it
not
happens to all of us.
Not all in the course of 2 hours.
You try to squeeze out a fart, and all of a sudden a little nugget pops out. You know.
Wow.
I wasn't finished.
But thank you very much for the money anyway.
I wasn't finished.
Sam?
I wasn't finished.
Okay.
Because after she said I peed on myself, I was laughing, and then there was a dramatic pause, and then she said, and also they're a little brown.
Well, that's because I had an accident before. So what do
We
you
understand. We're grading.
Happens.
Lady Di, we are grading on a curve. We
It
understand
happens.
that there's some issues today.
Should we videotape the opening of the underpants?
Well, the bit is this.
Oh, E-Rock!
He's got to put the bag on his face and
by
give
the
a good
way,
sniff.
my underwear is a size 10.
Oh, yeah. Is that good?
That's okay. They're
Those
also
are monster
So-so.
Yeah,
panties.
they're good. They use as wheel covers on fucking tractor trailers.
E-Rock, tell E-Rock to get the, we have the gloves, right? Surgical
Yes,
gloves?
right there.
For
No,
what?
all he has to do is open up the bag, put it completely around his face, and give one good
Well,
sniff.
give a good sniff, but then we're going to want an examination,
You have
too.
to
Oh, yeah, then we got to
Videotape this, too.
throw it on the...
Get the camera self.
Yeah.
We do want an examination also.
E-Rock's giving us the fingers.
E-Rock!
Get him in here.
Get in here!
Get
He's
in
waving
here.
us off.
He's waiting for
No,
us
he's
off.
not.
He just tapped out.
E-Rock!
Get him in here.
Of all the things we've had you do,
You don't have to close the curtains for underwear.
No.
he's coming down the hall. He's
It's
not.
just for nudity.
It's just underwear. That's all it is.
Oh, Penny did because he doesn't want to see it. Come on, E-Rock.
Get in here, baby.
Wait, I think
Whatever.
I thought he was coming down the hall, but he went the other way.
I think E-Rock is saying, no way, Jose.
He's making himself unavailable.
He certainly is.
All right.
How did that
I took
happen?
one
Here
look
he
at,
comes.
Hey, I took one look at my hair and I said, "Oh no, I got to do something with this."
What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's just like stringy and stuff. It gets like that.
I'll give you 100 if we could shave it today.
Oh no.
Are you pulling it
No,
out?
I'm not going to do that.
Are you pulling it out? You got some
Yeah, sometimes I
some
do that.
balding going on up there. 'cause you're
Sometimes I
pulling
do
it
pull
out.
it a little bit. Yeah.
Why are you pulling
That's
your hair?
nerves.
Eric,
That's nerves. Really, it is.
We
Hold
gotta
on.
shave our
All
head.
right.
Eric, of all the things we've asked you to do over the years,
I've never done shit stuff.
Well, you don't have to.
No, you're not. It's called your work.
Every bit of work is done.
You're not doing shit stuff. All you're doing is taking a sniff into the bag. We'll examine. I don't care. We'll drop those panties on the table and examine ourselves. Do we have pokey sticks?
Pokey sticks.
Well, what do you think? I have some kind of disease
Exactly,
or something?
yes.
There's
No,
nothing
but
wrong
you know
with
what?
me.
No.
It doesn't matter. All bodily fluids must be handled in a professional fashion.
Exactly, with
I
erections.
understand that, but
All I want is Eric to just put the bag around his face and give a sniff. That's all.
Around my face.
Why couldn't this have been with Belle's panties and stuff?
man.
I know.
And then we could have fucking
We always go down the right road, and then all of a sudden we take the wrong
turn. I'd have done it without the gloves, with my mouth. Just been sucking on them.
Filtering tea.
Yes. God.
What do you think, Eric? Hold on. What do you think?
yeah, that's it.
Here, go between Jimmy and Lady Di.
All right.
I just want you to sniff.
Right there, stay there. I don't want him.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Come on, you're letting
Okay.
put the place there.
Jimmy, wow, Jimmy is really gun shy here.
Yeah.
Stains on these.
What?
There's stains on these.
Oh no.
So that's Lady Di's panties in that bag. We just want you to sniff. Just put it around your head
Put it
and
around your
sniff.
nose like a feed bag.
It's probably not that bad.
It ain't that bad. Believe me.
It
Trust
ain't
me.
that bad. Give it a
Trust me.
It smells like.
Oh no, E-Rock. He dropped it. E-Rock, he's gagging.
Wait, pick up. No.
He's gagging. Oh no. Wait a minute.
Oh no! Please don't. No.
Don't puke in the bag.
No.
We're not puking. Those are ours. We bought them.
We bought them.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
they're bought and paid for. E-Rock is salivating a bit.
No,
Don't let her get them.
Okay, they're ours. We bought them.
We
You
bought
sold
them,
them
bought
to
and
us.
paid for.
You sold them to us.
No.
I have to walk around with no underwear.
That's
Sit down for a
sexy.
bit. We'll give them back
Sit
at
down. We'll
some
get back.
point.
You relax.
E-Rock, what does it smell like?
There's a time release on that because
Yeah.
you smell it like, oh, it's not that bad, and then
And
all
then
of a sudden
it
just
hits
kind
ya?
of takes over.
Yeah.
How bad is
It's
Was it baby diaper-ish?
it's must. It's cigarettes.
Oh.
And then
Cigarettes in my
What?
That's
Yeah.
impossible.
Everything you own
Impossible.
smells
He's
like
just saying
cigarettes.
that. You know, I don't believe that.
Any
and
ass?
the
I don't
BO
believe that
kicks
either.
in.
Sam,
or whatever sickness she has.
I don't have a sickness.
She's fine.
You throw up every day.
Well, that's because you
Where's
know.
Sam?
Where's Sam?
Sam.
Get Sam in here.
We're getting our
I
money's
used
worth.
to,
Or
I
Anthony's money's
remember
worth
years
mostly.
ago.
That's all of ours. Why not?
No, I remember
for
years
the
ago
show.
when I
For the
worked
show.
at Bud.
For the show.
Every once in a while, but you know, when I went there, I would have to hit the bathroom every once in a while.
You're not supposed to throw up every day.
And I was skinny back then.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
lady.
Sam, it's your
Take
turn.
the camera. Where's Sal? Where the fuck did Sal just walk out?
You know, I
could only
people
imagine.
are not going to be happy about this.
All right,
What do you mean?
This underwear
Who?
thing.
Hold on,
Oh,
Sam's gotta
Marion?
take a look.
Well, she might not. I
Rock
don't
said
know
it
yet.
wasn't
You
that
know,
bad.
I'm just saying. Let me just see something a minute. Let me just see.
Hold on, Di.
I just want.
Sam's gonna
come
check.
on.
Now stop interrupting. Now you're being rude.
All right, Sammy's going
We're
to
doing
check
an important bit here.
Give it a little.
You want to check my bra too?
No.
Sam.
That was your bra's old hat.
Sammy's
No,
giving it
Trooper.
a shot
Wear
here.
my bra. Come on.
He dropped
No,
it.
that's not a.
And
Sal, your turn.
Oh,
They're not bad.
just
Sal, give it a good sniff.
We're not bad.
Let me smell that. Let me smell that. Let me smell that.
Hold these.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. No, we have to look at them. We have to look at them.
here.
Oh my God! What does it smell like, guys?
Oh, here. It's just filled the whole bag up. So when you put the whole bag on your face, like it just overtakes
Wafts.
Oh, they're just joking. Hold it. You gotta hold it. She's gonna take it
And-
back. Don't let her.
you. E-Rock's right about there being
No,
like
don't give it to her.
E-Rock's right about there being like a musky smell about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's
They're just
also,
joking.
I mean, you could. There's piss.
Well, of course, I just peed myself.
That's one of the main problems.
Everything's just so as a matter of factly said.
That's what happens when you gag sometimes. Sometimes you just.
All right, let's dump them on the counter. Well, put some paper down or something.
Yeah. Get a little paper down.
It also has that hint
I
of
am
if
going
you
to
cleaned up
get
after
so
a party.
many hits today
Huh?
about this.
No,
I already know what's
She's
going to
just
happen.
talking.
She just stinks.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
I
the
can't say
newspaper
that.
or something.
Yeah.
Paper towels.
Yeah, put a newspaper
Yeah.
down.
Here, oh, just open up.
Just enough of the newspaper to cover up the console
Hey,
so they
hey.
can immediately be taken care of. All right, very good. All right, now don your gloves.
Wait, get the camera out.
Yeah. And now, who's got the gloves? Someone's got to put gloves on because you're going to have to move it and look and turn it inside out. You know, we're going to do a full examination here.
Well, I asked for pokey sticks.
And let you know what happened.
Knives. Sam's got little knives.
Okay.
All right.
I had a little accident, so what happened?
A little
It
accident.
happens to everybody.
Little
We all have
accident.
it.
When you
Everybody
cough to the point where
Listen,
you puke, you're going to piss yourself.
Let me tell you something
It's
right
not
now.
natural.
Go right ahead.
Let me tell
Sure.
you something right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tell us.
I used to
Uh-huh.
buy the diapers, the adult diapers,
Yeah.
because I was getting a lot of, leakage down there. And then I just
You're
decided
too
to go
young
back to
for
the regular
that.
underwear, huh?
You're too young for that. You got
Why?
Yeah.
Why'd you go back to the
because-
regular underwear?
Because
It's too
the
expensive?
adult diapers are too expensive.
So
I
she's
can't,
got...
$23. Just like if you bought baby
Do
diapers.
you understand? You never disappoint.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
No, he's being
Lady
serious.
Di.
Colada.
Don't
Lady
touch the
Di.
colada.
No.
Of course not.
I thought you
You
didn't want the
need-
colada.
What? Don't touch
You
the
need
colada.
Medical
to
attention.
take better care of yourself, and you need to be checked out by a doctor.
Yes.
I think.
I always get checked out by a doctor.
Who?
The video
When?
bots.
Video bots,
I go to the clinic.
And when was the
And my
last
next
time you went?
appointment- My next appointment is April.
And what is it for? Just a checkup?
Yeah, for a checkup, and then there's one in May for the GYN.
Oh boy.
No.
I do it every year.
Guy in a hazmat suit.
That must
Some
be.
wearing
I do it every
fucking
year.
Falcon gloves.
Well, that's what
And someone's saying you
girls
got
do that.
an anxiety disorder. That's why you're pulling your hair out.
Well, I
and
always-
another guy's saying my mom died of what Lady Di has.
What did he have? What did she have?
Cirrhosis, right?
You lose that guy.
Cirrhosis of the liver?
Are you okay that you might die early?
I don't know when I'm going to
Well,
pass
you-
away. I don't think anybody knows
But
when
you're
they're
not
going to pass
yeah,
away.
True, it could
I
happen to any of
I
us.
can
But
walk down the street and
but you're not taking care of
Racing
yourself,
to the
though.
finish line, though.
Yeah.
You're not taking care of yourself. You're
All right,
increasing
yeah.
your
I
odds
agree.
drastically. You're right about that, but
Well, let's get to the undies. Pull
right.
them out of the bag. Sam's got the gloves on. We're now going to take them out and give them a little exam. Here they come. Wow, those are big. Oh, Lady Di. What happened?
I told you what happened. I told you what happened. Can I put them back on?
No, you cannot.
No, you wait.
can you put them in the middle of the console? I can't see.
Now we need somebody to
can't see all
manipulate
the
these a
goodness.
little bit. Is that the front?
That's the front.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are the front. So now we're going to have to open them up and let's look at ground zero, as I like to call
Yeah,
it.
let's take a look. Sam, you got gloves on.
Oh.
Lift them up like normal underwear.
Wait, what's going on with the back?
All right, that's the front, and
Hold on.
Oh, there's some skids in there.
Send this way.
Holy
Yeah, well, I told you I
Look
had
at
an
the
accident
skid
today.
marks.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're grading on a curve. It's okay.
Yeah.
I told a swamp ass story yesterday.
Uh-huh.
You gotta get a
Oh,
good
my God.
Open. You gotta turn him inside out, Sam, so we can
Oh, my
see
God.
back.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh, you guys.
I think I'm
got-
smelling up.
You know what? You gotta like.
Turn him inside out,
yeah,
Sam.
thank you.
For Christ's sake, it's just underwear.
Get in there.
Get in there. You got the gloves on.
Come on. I know I'm not the only hard cock in this room. Let's go.
All right, they're inside out now. I'm trying to make.
Come on, Sam. You're acting like
Sam.
they're gross.
All right,
Now show the backs. No, on the put it on the console. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. What happened there, Lady Di?
Told you what happened.
What happened there?
Accident.
Did you itch? Did you dig in and scratch?
No.
No.
Oh my God.
Why are you covering your mouth?
Because it's
well, there's a fragrance coming off of those. Little bit, just a little bit.
All right.
It's a little pissy.
Yeah.
And a little assy.
And shitty.
Yeah.
And shitty.
All right. Can I put them back on now?
No. Why would you want to?
Yeah,
Because I might
man.
have to run to the bathroom again.
There shouldn't piss on them.
Why do you have to run
true.
to the bathroom?
Do you have? Are you bubbling again?
Almost.
You got a little salad shooter action.
I don't know.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you have your sandwich?
that cough is bad. Did you eat?
Yeah, I had a few bites.
Oh, good.
of
A
that
few
sandwich.
bites.
Good to hear.
What did you have?
Oh God,
What?
nothing.
What's the matter?
What?
You all right?
Yeah, can I put them back on?
What's the matter?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Leave him. Go to the bathroom. You don't need that money to go to the bathroom. What's the matter with you? Just go to the bathroom.
Give her underwear back. Jesus, we got what we need.
Oh, God. We should give her new underwear, though. Why do you
Well,
want
she's
those
got
big...
$140 to buy
Breathe a minute. Sam, one more sip.
giant underwear.
Take one more sip. Come on, just for the record.
Oh, Jesus.
Take one more sip.
Are they really that bad?
Okay, thank you.
bad.
I've never wanted to push somebody's face in underwear.
Oh, my God, right?
Go ahead.
Trader Joe's.
Lady Di, there's tears pouring off your face.
Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong
weird.
with you?
Gagging.
You're
She's
gagging.
going through withdrawals. She needs alcohol.
All right.
Are we allowed to
she
give her
goes.
alcohol?
No, I wouldn't.
All right.
I'll be
I'm
right
just
back. I don't
asking.
want any more of that colada.
Oh, is the coladas doing it? I don't want any more. Look, look how much is left. There's a half an inch at the bottom left.
It's like-
I don't want any more of that.
It's like a gallon, too.
It's one of the biggest fucking drinks
Right.
I've ever
There's
seen.
one sip left. Let's say hi to Mark in Jersey. Mark.
That's her underwear.
Oh,
This show is the best I've ever heard. But on a serious note, I know you guys are concerned about her, and you said her stomach is distended.
Yeah, big time.
Well, I came back from college one year, God bless my mother's soul, but she had a drinking problem, and she looked like she was 7 months pregnant. And within a month after that, she went in the hospital, never came out, and died. That's your liver shutting down, Diane. God bless you.
She can't hear you. She's in the...
But she doesn't. I don't think she cares.
no, it's not my liver.
She'll go. It happens.
Everyone has a big distended belly and a liver.
Right.
Everyone.
Yeah, and then her kidneys shut down after that. It's your body telling you that you're dying.
Oy.
She is a disaster.
She just won't stop.
Yeah.
The coughing, the
thank you, sir.
puking, pissing herself, shitting.
We go to Binghamton.
She's a mess.
Dan in Binghamton. I missed my drives through Binghamton on my way to Rochester. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm sorry you had to, man. She, besides all her physical defects, she clearly has at least like early stage Korsakoff syndrome, which is basically alcohol-induced dementia. So she's not just killing herself; she's making herself crazy.
Oh, it's called Korsakoff?
Yeah, it's Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, or just Korsakoff for short. Not that short, obviously, but Korsakoff, I think.
Corsica.
And what? That happens to alcoholics? They get that kind of cough, you heard?
Yeah, and in fact, you could tell she's doing a bunch of compensatory things, like the way she repeats what you say. That's probably
No,
a way
the name Korsakoff isn't the cough. That's the name of the dementia that she's getting.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's written as Korsakoff cough syndrome, but it's Korsakoff syndrome.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in a couple of years, I mean, she's not going to remember, like, there's videos online of people with very extreme versions of this, where they'll be interviewing and they'll, one question in, forget where they are and shit. So I'll see you in a year, Diane.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's in the
boy.
bathroom because she's got the runs.
All right. Well,
So-
I'm gonna punch out then.
All right, buddy.
Sam, what's the prognosis?
You fucker?
you fucker.
She kept like stopping
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the hallway,
right,
to start gagging.
Could you imagine her having a job?
Doing?
She was like, stop, and put her hands over her mouth to just start going. Oh.
Why is she so sick?
Because she's going through withdrawals, I
I
bet
think it's withdrawals.
Because she didn't have any beers
She
today.
needs to get a beer.
I had to physically like push her towards. Yeah, I said you got to do this in the bathroom.
This
There's
is
garbage
like-
cans.
I bet
there's
if she
things.
had like 2 beers, she'd be a different fucking person right here. You would see like, hey, whoa. She wouldn't be coughing.
I
She'd
bet
be,
you're right.
Yeah.
Then maybe when in the morning she should go out and grab a beer like before she comes in tomorrow or something, just so she doesn't go through withdrawal.
She's going through some withdrawals right now.
Crazy.
She needs a rehab.
She went right to TGI Fridays yesterday and
Yeah.
probably felt great after that.
She goes, it happens.
It doesn't happen.
It happens.
That doesn't happen.
You ever have your underwear look like that?
Not all the time. No. I think everyone at some point has had some bad undies, but not like that.
I've had
The
my underwear
piss.
look like that, but the colors were reversed.
I know what you're implying. There was shit on your dick.
Yeah, and pee in my hiney.
Pee in your hiney.
Someone tinkled in my hiney.
Gee.
And she's making a real major impression with the workers around here now because it's been 2 days and
Right.
2 full
She's a
mornings.
familiar face.
So everybody's asking a lot of questions and
Yeah.
really getting annoyed with her.
Are we going to get to Friday with this?
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll get there.
Uh-oh, what's the matter?
Like, I just got a text from the people running the Entertainment Weekly morning show
hold
saying,
on,
who is
class.
that lady following you? Is that a new intern?
Oh, no.
Who?
Yeah, no, it's not us.
Oh. Well, maybe.
Who is it, though?
Valerie Bertinelli.
You got a picture of Valerie Bertinelli?
Why?
This show is so stupid.
He cannot
Why do we get
not take a
paid?
picture with somebody.
It's Valerie Bertinelli.
Who cares about Valerie
Wasn't she on her
Bertinelli?
way out, but she made a huge comeback, right?
She's on that show with Betty White.
Yeah, and she's on the Weight Watchers
Weight
commercial.
Watchers
Oh, wait,
thing, but
Bert. Oh, is that Eddie's old squeeze?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of somebody else.
Valerie Harper.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, Valerie Bertinelli. It's like, who cares?
Oh, that's funny.
If we interviewed her and she was in the studio, I wouldn't get up to take a picture.
Oh, that's great.
Jimmy can't not take a picture.
All right.
Oh, shit. Wow, she's in bad fucking shape.
And we got Kelsey in San Diego. Kelsey.
Good morning, guys.
Hello.
Hey, I just wanted to point out to you guys when you noticed that she had that bald patch and she started talking about pulling. Sounds like she might have a condition called trichotillomania, which is an anxiety disorder where people will kind of sit there and pull out their hair.
It's a pretty common anxiety behavior is pulling, tugging on your hair, twirling your hair.
Right.
But to pull it out to the point of bald spots and stuff is pretty severe. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, that's just another kind of presenting concern she's coming in with, and I would definitely encourage her to maybe come in with a...
And her hair is just thin and
after the
wispy
fact,
also.
she's gonna go through withdrawal.
And greasy. I don't think
Thin,
she even,
wispy, and greasy.
I don't even think she showered. Like,
yeah, she doesn't take care of herself.
we've tried. I don't know what to,
I know. What do you do
what
at
are
this
you
point?
gonna do? We've talked to Marion.
We tell her right to her face. It's not even one of these things where it's like, well, you tell her.
This went from fun to downright depressing.
It's fucking day 2. We're already talking interventions.
Stop calling with everything she has.
Right?
Okay?
You pricks are just having a little fun
Right,
here.
man. Just trying to get to Friday.
You know, the size of the search area is bigger than the United States.
It is, right?
For this dumb plane. How do you find that?
In the water.
Yeah, that includes water.
But you got to think of so many people are searching, obviously,
Looking.
because they'd be heroes if they found it.
Yeah, true. How was Valerie?
Nice, but I really didn't even want to do that. I just did it because he asked me to. I didn't mind doing it, but Iraq suggested it was nice of him.
So why don't you just say, no, thanks.
Because I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Who cares?
How's she look?
She
used to be pretty cute.
Oh.
Back in the
she's probably
day.
in her 50s now, right?
She's probably... God, she's been around forever.
She's
Yeah,
like an old
probably.
lady now, right?
No, she looks, considering she's...
Older woman?
Yeah, I think she was...
Yeah.
I really were. Huh?
53.
Di is a fucking mess, man.
That's what we're talking about. And these guys are calling with everything she has.
Yeah, it's all depressing now.
It's depressing everybody.
But we
have tried over the years.
What do you do? Over the years, we've tried.
Marion has tried. And she has the attitude, it happens.
We slapped Stalker Patty back together. Pretty good. Yeah, we were able to,
Oh, nice.
Give her some opportunities and some help, and she was able to capitalize on it and run with it. And now she's a responsible member of society.
Should have wrote that off to charity when I was doing my taxes.
But Lady Di is one of these that just she won't fucking listen to reason.
Yeah.
And she's a little too old for that shit. She's fucking coughing till she pukes.
She won't even try.
No.
She'll be here tomorrow, though.
She rationalizes everything. She just blows it off no, it's okay. No, that's fine. Oh, it happens. Well, every hole in her body is leaking something.
Her eyes, her
eyes,
nose.
Her nose. She wipes her nose with her hands.
She has the runs
terrible.
today.
The ears aren't just because there's nothing happening between them.
Yes.
Jimmy, you got some plugs? We might as well start wrapping up.
Yeah,
Virginia Beach this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, March 20th through 22nd. Tampa, April 11th and 12th. And then here in New York, Carolines, April 24th through 27th.
Nice. And tomorrow's podcast day. I think we might do a quick edit and put that Belle Knox hour up there because it was sexy and hilarious. A little thought-provoking at times.
Thought-provoking.
I think we'll do that for tomorrow's podcast. That'll be a good one. That'll do well.
Certainly.
She had way more fun on our show than she's had on anybody else's.
Oh, in any of the interviews I've seen.
Oh, God.
Of course. Not as much fun as some of that giant cock she took in some of the other things I watched her in, but... Yeah.
So, all right. I was hoping to get one last update from Lady Di before we leave for today.
Well, Sam, can we get one? Can we have someone run down there and just check before we do it?
Yeah.
Sal says she's still in the bathroom.
All right, we'll leave.
Okay.
Sam will probably get audio if anything's happening. He'll do the after show. He'll have an update, I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Leave it for him.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, everybody.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show. Sam Roberts' Opie and Anthony post show